Yeah. Holding this shit phone.
Get one record.
Let's do this. When I come with a sauce, with Jano, my soul. Make it ball till we fall. Make it ball till we fall. When I come with a sauce, with Jano, my soul. The swag, that shit. Let me get the fly on my cheek. I see that. Mariachi. When say cuss, you a cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya ya, kaya dance, we are tifu, yeah, mariachi. When say cuss, you a cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya ya, kaya dance, we are tifu.
My brother, move to the top, we harder. We the grind out there. Yep, I say get it bigger all night long. All night long. Yeah. Yo, boys and trip, boys and tip. Pulling in the Benz, oh yeah, we did it. My man from me, I don't think. Since I came, class, I'm dig it. Yeah, one thing. When they get the gang, we pulling with diggits. All and 4 and 2, say bomb by my bro. Boys and trip, boys and tip. Pulling in the Benz, oh yeah, we did it. My man from me, I don't think. Since I came, class, I'm dig it. Yeah, one thing. When they get the gang, we pulling with diggits. All and 4 and 2, say bomb by my bro.
Yeah, mariachi. When say cuss, you a cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya ya, kaya dance, we are tifu, yeah, mariachi. When say cuss, you a cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya ya, kaya dance, we are tifu.
It go on rough street in Achama get to need the beef on a filia. Says I said, yes, I know about whom modern coast cookers went to me and read ya. Your friend is a cost to priest, my guy from Mofana Cobanamiku test here. We paid for attention, but Mujina teas many one a bit to me and Lydia, who've been doing this best for a while. Once I come a rapper, a foul, you manage to panty a pressure by foul. Fans are supporting me money how. So when you mean some idea to any, I saw brother made the men's out when a time of Vienna, Miss Wama could be. We are going to when you feel coming in. Inside, outside, a castle. They show me Air Force crew move, but so many so tussle. Still with the hustle. Second income in my brame was my G's Fatima Bajama and the Kama. Yep, quiet to a Yashawama, Modia Sama, no mean I shall make Kama, me Piscada be a minute time for the
When say cuss, you a cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya ya, kaya dance, we are tifu, yeah, mariachi. When say cuss, you a cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya ya, kaya dance, we are tifu.
Bema misuni mbia kwa bwana mchocho boom. Diamantina beshe de bada bros new cool. Inside, outside, ayy. Outside, one side, ayy. Inside, outside, ayy. One side, ayy. Bema misuni mbia kwa bwana mchocho boom. Diamantina beshe de bada bros new cool. Inside, outside, ayy. One side, ayy. Inside, outside, ayy. One side, yeah.
Abuja for yema obibia akwaba yema obibia good afternoon yema obibia good evening yema obibia good morning baby bia uwobia wa join me ewo OBGH ejumedie yi so mema obia akwaba abuja for na mo ho tesen I hope say obia ho ye I hope say ye Freddy say ene Ubia minim se wokwa sorry o se wokwa mosque o se wokwa hill I hope so ubia ho ye abusafo ede ye ba ababedi ejuma ewo ahanomo na ejumadi a ye ba abedi no abusafo ye friend say anoden ene ye wo ensem ka ewo afidie we so Brown William Mehu se se mena obu afumi o se seye o mehu se obi ebu afumi den minim se mena ne bu afumi o se hwana ne bu afumi o I really don't know but ni nyina ye Ubia wo your friend is a choir uhu enioma. We all see things differently. And no so ubu afumi a enye hwe ebia ye adwumade nkwa wie no na ubo ato yam na chese enye abufuo senso se your friend is a mistake bi ene ekoba na akomi aso de a ene eno nso so good ata ata ne de wa chime wa ha ata me ma ajo ewo Ghana sanso ena Brown William me ma good afternoon se wo ha ana se wo Ghana so a ma good evening na say na de hey ene de akobofo abafie na say mehu why me da se wo hwe I hope say ne ubetimi a join it ene ye bedi nkomo ene ye bedi nkomo na ne nkomo na ye bedi no ene topic na ye bedi no a controversial topic say ade a your friend is say AC ewo Ghana de ekoso ewo Ghana ena ye bedi ho nkomo ene efa LGBTQ your friend is saying insensema ekoso na abusuafo during this week me the post bebre kwa eto Facebook I got reactions ewo pa na chese ese wani na ensew ka kire eni ti no ene na ye bie kwan atum ene akwanya bam se ubetimi aba program yi so na waba ba kire wadwene efa topic a eda ho no so abusafo sa program we ye ne ya hwefo na edie da bia ya na meka se enya me nko a mete ha na ma twe camera si manimu na me kasa no doesn't mean se me na adwene ne wo metrim no wo a wo hwe me ne trim nso so eno ntini ya na efe ede ebe ayi se ye betumi ato adwene ye betumi ato adwene ebia na wantimi an convince me ebia na mantimi an convince wo but obia all hwe put the person or her into perspective say ebia no watimi a convince sa nipa no adwene so what ya say ebia no watimi a convince me nso ebia na me so matimi a convince o eno nti ne ye frɛ bibi say education eno nti ne ye frɛ bibi say information eno nti ne ye frɛ bibi say interaction si ye sa ade we nyina na kyese wo ye onyamedwuma enye nyamedwuma nko ane se wakofa bible na wo hwem na wo preach no se wutimi ka bibi e ma ne to nipa akoma so that means se wo nyamedwuma e na wo ye den wo ye no eno nti no nyabotre to boase na yeni nkomo me pa chaw ene nkomo na ye ba bedi no I know say a dicey situation and crofo the emotional things e ka nkomo ne ho so ati ase okay na say mate minim say opese oba as a video ma men send the link no enfama na say me send the link na ma osisi a ewo messenger why na say opese o join as a video na wa join why so your friend is saying ene enkomo no a dicey situation said they make no na because say ne dicey situation into no mato enkrofo a almost divergent opinions divergent view. Of course, I have my view, and permit me say my memfa my view na me wono me de betu dwa e wa hanom because I am also a human being. Your friend is saying me wo views me so me yeden me kuta enti se me de me view no eto honom a don't I men feel say because say me de me view ato honinti no you are going to attack me. So you're gonna attack me. Yes, maybe you can, but that isn't gonna change anything. And anything I may be ye be phone license so ato honomo. Na wa ankasa nso so de wu nimu na won so wo no. Na wa bomod na de aba. Na ye nyina ya to adwene. Mum ya fa nkwa adwendwene mu. That is all that I want to do. So what you say? Me pese ensem bi wo ho no mo a sometimes no ye nipa ya na ye judge ensem no by your emotions. So what you say? Na say me da ase say adwuma mi ne wo e na ye adwuma yi enso so say what decide say where you me ba kwa ma me e wo say adwuma we ho enso nye hwe me twim mu ko tan ko background na me brother ne ho eno nti no upe wo mpe wo ka ho bi e wo ha no mo eno nti no show messenger ma send link no e di amount na say show messenger ma send link no di amount enti obetimi a join me e wo ho eno mo rubber life. So what you say? LGBTQI plus lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, Q, intersex plus. And once ba ya na a very, very, very heated argument pa. Nana adoma upon bedu. Se me boss din we dia na chese obi anim your friend is saying enipa oye me da se wo hwe me sweetie ntokwa kakra bi wo me no mienu ntem meka no wa ha but enye hwe sada meka no sweetie me da se wo hwe me Hilda Ahunu me da se wo nso so wa join a o hwe LGBTQ no eye mostly no de nipa nim eye gay and lesbian nsem se ye ka ho asem a yana a the heated argument ba as of now ye kasa ya no de ekoso wo Ghana no enya asem ketwa enu nti no obgh series decide say yenso ye beka ho asem ye betena se aka ho asem e wa ha no mo na during the week so we call me page ko hwe ya there were a lot of year na ma post wo ho and it was an argument, if I may put it that way. It was back and forth. Omo ko hwe ni saw me stand and me stand e wo sa situation we ho. Omo hu baby a me wo. It hasn't changed. I am still stand in my position. Say omo ye nipa. They also have the right to choose whatever they want to choose. I might sound a little bit disappointed to you. See, I may program ye, ebia na wuni me personally. And I say ebia na wone me wo ayonkofa bi emu odin. But I am saying, say, I have my opinion. Me wo me opinion inti a make sa same way. That is the whole reason why wonso wo bi no. The fact say me wo me opinion no doesn't give you the right to say me opinion na me wo no. You are coming to attack me all because of say me wo me opinion. And I have what it takes to stand on top of my opinion. Usu will be. Well, convince me, say me side na me taking it is wrong. That is the same thing I me pese bia me so me convince you. Say me side na me taking it is right for me. And this is the topic and I say issue about Ghana. Both politicians ni nyina no, they have mixed feelings, mixed reactions, mixed comments about it. Ibenya NDC ni a or support the ekoso no. Ibenya NDC ni a or against the ekoso no. The same thing is in NPP. Na ade a me pese me busa ne se obi eka bibi na eye in support of omo. Does the person deserve those insults na ya na eba ne so na na? Where is our human instincts away mu? Sana mebusa. Na ene ye de beka religion mu ni aka. Said the ye yankrofo say because of say Ghana e bia your religion into no, we shouldn't practice that thing no. The law no categorically no I know. So the law prohibits and makwan and massa practice no enkoso e wo Ghana. I know. We're gonna go into the law. Na yen hwese emma kwan ma yen practice sa ade na what are the other things in so emma kwan emma yen but they are doing it anyways. We're gonna go into that. Now you buy your moral issues and so how the morality aspect of what is going on being a gay and as a lesbian. Now fe ye de no nyina to ho. Now you buy as a human being, as a nipa. How does is it affecting people or it's not affecting people? And I criminalize ade no unjust na. Your opinions as good as mine. Enti fa wo opinions bra ne. Phone lines ni drew ho no mo afre. Ne bra so. Na before say program ne ye be sha ase ni bibia no. Me wo a couple of videos bi a me pesa me boy no ansa. Me ansa na me abejafo a bi ene me no mbedi adwuma no ajoin ne me no. Me boss videos no. Enra Kofi Kofi akwaba who say your friend say what joining me e wa hanom Kofi ye no ne di dwumadie enso da bia Kofi me ma akwaba ene enra Ghana president Nana Akufo-Addo eko fanshi bi ewo Mampong categorically no oko declare say enye under the presidency no ena gay will have their freedom to practice enye under or no on the president obetimi decide say obem your constitution obetimi atene no obetimi decide say no on ten no enti no ho no ye beka kakra na before say mebo na yi no ena 2017 ne interview bi so a oyeye eno so mebo na mapeke obi a ono nso so ye minim the side of either say oye oba na wadane bema anaso oye bema na wadane oba I don't know ma ball no nso so me bo ama ya hwe nipa no na me wie a ye hwe nipa no wie a me wie a de wo se me ka e wo ne ho no then I'll put it on there for people to understand what I'm trying to aim at. First of all no me bebo your friend is saying me bebo Akufo-Addo na yina odi kan call Mampong na okokan no medikan aboy no ewo ahanom ansa. First of all no medikan abo eno ewo ha me bo wie a na mabo other videos no me be share I will share the videos to be honest with you said be abehu whatever that I'm saying no obi abehu said e sitie eno nti no abusafo mo bear with me kakra na yen share sa video way na afa ye free ho a then we move on to the main your friend is saying program no said ye make no of course me who say your friend is saying me who say me guest back ho join me eno nti no ye bo me bo bibia wi a me de no ebeba so na say join me bo bibia wi a me de no ebeba so na chese ye di dwumadie no enti mempre wo ho nko ene dwumadie no se medikan aka se ene dwumadie no ano oden ene dwumadie na ano oden pa and make say I will make sure say me stand in there I'm not going to change my stand in any ways so what I say na the entire me choose that stand no I will let you know I will let people know ewa ha no mo enso so ewa ha enti no munya entoboase emayen esanse enedwumadie no
and prosperity. I've said this before. Let me in conclusion stress again that it will not be under the presidency.
Jafomo fanchame we sa video we no your friend is saying and your clarity ni nye kama enti mo ma me more different one a be clear for everybody to listen to it yeah me pam chow mo fanchame mpe video a be clear for us to listen to another year. Mo fanche me. Monto mo bo ase ma me. Ye be bibia ama ayefe. Why? Ye be bibia ama ayefe nti. Monto mo bo ase kakra emfa ma me. Okay.
I've said this before, and let me in conclusion stress again that it will not be under the presidency of Nana Addo Akufo-Addo the same-sex marriage. The same-sex marriage will be legalized in Ghana. It will never happen. Let me repeat, it will never happen.
Ebzafo mate eno se oka sa asem no eno nti no moma menko ada your friend saying video a eno nso so me pese me bono eso moma menko eno nso so na me pese ye no fast na chese yetumi eko dwumadie no eso se de ese another video nso so we 2017 interview ayeye na Akufo-Addo. We 2017 interview ayeye na Akufo-Addo. Eno nti no moma memfa eno nso so entudwa na yenhwe eno nso so. Moma memfa eno so entudwa na yenhwe eno nso.
On about freedom of expression. So I want to ask you about what is happening in your country and homosexuality, for example, which I believe is illegal and it's punishable. I mean, why is homosexuality something you said a little earlier on about freedom of expression? So I want to ask you about what is happening in your country and homosexuality, for example, which I believe is illegal and it's punishable. I mean, why is homosexuality still illegal in your country?
The social, cultural issues, if you like. I don't believe that in Ghana so far a sufficiently strong coalition has emerged, which is having that impact on public opinion that will say, change it. Let's then have a new paradigm in Ghana.
Is that something you would get behind?
I think that it is something that is bound to happen. And when that happens,
what's going to provoke it? What's going to make it happen?
Oh, it's the activity like elsewhere in the world. Like elsewhere in the world, the activities of individuals, of groups. I grew up in England. I went to school as a young boy in England, and I grew up at the time in England when homosexuality was banned there. It was illegal, and I lived the period when British politicians thought it was anathema even to think about changing the law, and then suddenly the activities of individuals, of groups, a certain awareness, a certain development grew and grew and grew stronger, and it forced a change in law. I believe that those are the same processes that will bring about changes in our situation. At the moment, I don't see that in Ghana there is that strong current of opinion that is saying this is something that we need to deal with. It's not so far a matter which is on the agenda.
Okay, for
I'm not fighting for Munagushi. Listen. Send me an apology heat, you know.
When? Okay. For back on so no. Now me pese me bought girl we so dear no as a final one me ba bebo. Na your friend is saying afe ya call back na ma introduce you na say so doctor or say nyako and so aba your friend is saying yini so na afe ya toa so eno ntina busanfo monto mobo ase kakra ema me na me final video no me eno so na yenhwe ade monto mobo ase mame na me boy no so na yenhwe good we die no me pamcho abusanfo we die no me pese I just want to talk something about it in amebo enti mumi entie no so mumi entie me pese mo hwe ade keke
for people to understand the reason why they opened the LGBT office in Ghana. The reason why they opened the LGBT right in Ghana is we have a lot of people like me, a lot of people like me. Now, this thing is going on and it has been on everywhere, on broadcast, and people don't understand the main.
Okay. Doctor.
Minir.
Akwaba.
Yeah, me amade na what to say.
Ready adomboko now so you who watch you. Yeah, invite
chale wa oni tahe. Ohe fa le da mani ma pressure nipa de ate no ho so no. Chale kakra ka ye hwede nyame be.
Adwuma yi ne wo na adie enso so asa de sese wayi me mu a ne ade me.
Fachem situation, you know what it is, and I trust it. Anytime they are make it time, but one at some point in time we could have me work kitchen and me but and one more credit. I'm so ready to change now. So make sure say.
Also, uchirimu untimi ma me ankasa me sister nyet say they said they we single.
May try to support them and help, and I'm helping. So I need to also make sure
who are papa bi.
I don't know. Your best like the
who are gonna be almost said they said they would da hokwa no mpacho. Who are hana when are you any?
Edu ten bi na omo behavior omo he ade efe ni area na me.
Yo, doctor, why join me? Sisia no.
So it's been a while. Yeah, I try to share on my page. I think most of the people have even started testing it, you know. Let us say for your time now, and I'm missing shout whatever you've been doing. Ghana needs people like you. You need more 10 like you. I hope say Ghana be into my paper. Program and yes, I just say the Diatamun and her just a conto with that positive attitude and amount of the common and more uncle so amount and I know say there is a future in Yakupon Subeshan.
Okay. Na so what the topics ya me dear go way. Nti wo ne first person what join me ne dear. Metwa ma. I know say wo opinion about the LGBT community and all that stuff, you know, but me there to say the topic is it a crime to be LGBTQ in Ghana? A crime na.
Right. I heard you say Ubudi Kambo Nana Kufuado. Did you can't tell them the Kakamechi for ne? I heard for you know, I'm said I'm wanting a and now when you started talking, you say whenever we come here, yeah, and tokwa. So be new can't say right now, no be no one yardina. It's not and tokwa anytime there could be between me and you know, yeah, it will be kind of code that plants and about, you know. It doesn't make us enemies of sharing ideas. And sometimes before, no, I used to ask the radio soon some more Canada, they are not the people are come and say no, they are not does it where does it go? And I say how far does it go? maybe I always say so my goal in this whole program is the nipa ba ko pekwa di betimi asesa na adwene and the nipa ba ko kwa di betimi a che ni bibi an obesua bibi ni ensua bibi afiri omo a ya na me patience as be the masses na yensua bibi amfiri na akoye to quality na me sure once again and now my being kakra me che tisi make and it is all born na Akufo-Addo the opinion on the gay right when occur I think it's Al Jazeera more interview about 2017. It was a debate way back. We discussed it. I've discussed on most of the radio stations across here in Ghana, which said they all kind of. He made mention of three things. He spoke about it's a social, cultural, and economic issues, which at some point, especially in Ghana, it's not officially open. That's why it's there. Hey, for growing up in my area, South Alignment, quite a certain area, I knew so many people. Me who be you say, hey, Papa, we gay, we gay. The 19 has been there. It's just that it hasn't been open to the public. Way back now. And the two, the way it's influenced maybe come in media, madine atop the Akufo-Addo kind so it's more or less like say Kobati say ye jiatuma enye government and answer enye to say the kwan me church me free America is yet here a kwan America fast do 2 million. These people brought themselves together to say they can the masses, the majority, the group number for me. Those are the people who are going to contest in court for court to accept it. And yet, Nana Akufo-Addo no again, but whenever there is a masses of the people, now they know they are right. America, they want to me and say, as human rights activists, say, I was say, yeah, America, do be who dear man to do whatever they want to do. Yeah, the before who the man is a person in the batina, the man is on an internet. Yes, so the person who inquire, the inquire, the so person the more, the so person shot the blue as a blue. I then me person me person me dem me home, near me body on your body. If I want to use my own body in my own way, why would you stop me? That's how and why it was accepted in America. It's and yet individually government because a major but the group of people no betting come no money right to contest in court. That's how some maybe say into being. Religiously, say that's not how the world is created. I'll go biblically, kakra. I've been going to my course I made yesterday, sociology. In sociology, one of my professors, we are learning about Islam, Hinduism, Toism, Christianity, and Judaism. All these religions, we have lectures on all these religions, and it teaches us more about the differences in this religious beliefs. As Hinduism. Even though they don't practice gay and they don't make it public, but there are some Ubenya gays in India, Ubenya gays in Jewish gays, and Jewish American to Lakewood, a Jewish community.
I know.
I've met a group of people. Boys, most of these guys are gays. Who's a Jewish? I've seen Adventists. I've seen atheists. I've met a lot of people, which, according to their belief, they are going with their social rights. Basically, in Ghana, because of your culture, and your tiasema, there's one thing I can say. Ghana, your tiasema, your masemi, meanwhile, some see a crazy.
Right.
I said, this so I say, Mufa. Media personally meaning say enye madwini mu no makoma mu no ana say personally meaning say enye but the fact say obi pese oye no doesn't mean say sabio nipa no should be condemned as obiara ne nepe. And to make it public, that is what I'm concerned about. But kebeja no say obiara nya de opedia, we don't have to be bothered about even bringing it as a topic to discuss. But if you abaso niedi intino I believe say and yes, you better to Ghana because of our culture, but to say human rights more. We don't have the power to stop it, but say you're going to fight it against the court of law. Now you as a clause and as something to, as a bill to pass in Ghana. In future, no, it be very challenging. But so unya lawyer also human and as unya judge also human rights dear. Obi kaka to pass such bills, no. And I said one thing, and it said okay. And nipa bebre kwa ne manya adwene ho. Say America as America of the highest Supreme Court of the land or on the world. America, the highest Supreme Court in the land of the world, no Ajia Tumuno. And you likely say, the same human rights law no use across the world. And you may see one way country by country differences. But your human rights law, you have the same law, Harvard law, and the Oxford law, the same law, no one. And you likely said that you be at Ghana,
Doctor Medasi, na mami embusa anase mami come in here waha. When what it's our topic way to wha, okay? As of now, yankasa na ye ekosokrano. Let's Ghana as a country, no. Minim say, answer people have attached, first of all, emotions and religion to this very topic. You feel say religion being itself a Muslim and I say we Christian no. You see Bible no tokutia Muslim Bible so tokutia and until kiane ken and was say a nipa persecute or more almost say or more LGBTQ no a nipa prosecute or more but adia nipa forgetting say religion na wo no as a person a wodi akire no enye bi na obi nso di akire so what you say na me pese ye take as a human being doctor say wutie me there good me pese ye take yen as a human being now yes sex your friend is saying your sex only one I would say one part of our human being just one part of it but yetimi ama omono eluku say because of that particular say or see where gays was where lesbian intino omon kanipa ho ya crucify almost to the certain extent they say they are being maltreated. They are being discriminated against. I really don't know. On say Ghana no enka we
Obi where there's some to wasipa. Make it any a New York say uju New Yorker. But we are who so you again I better train ma ubi ko abesha na abo keke. It's still happening right now. But Mimi Huni said the way they want to influence other people to come in, that's the concern of the people. Like I said, it's been there already.
Doctor, hold on. How are they influence other people to come in?
So right now, no. So not to make it publicly open now. We will have to it's been there. Gay by and gay by. Okay. Gay is from Sodom and Gomorrah time. And a gay by the assassin. It's been there for decades. BCs. You know what I'm saying? So now, if some bay on my dear, no one be some bad publicly. No bit me your head. See, and Ghana, I'm not for me groups, lesbians, many are there. Didn't have for me groups almost see your meeting. Obi ano be here, Obi no Obi nete, Obi no Obi no. That is Obi ano munias. But then once they want to come and make it publicly to influence and crown our mobile to turn their mind, to change their mindset into
Maybe the influence now can person uchreme. how influential are they going to influence
people? This is the influential America and kakra me who say most of the listeners say Ghana until we all can say won't Ghana me they had the example. I had an idea man near influential. They said before once you make it open up publicly, first in my area you're going to see gay clubs, gay for echo. You're going to see gay churches, gay for echo. Very soon you're going to be seeing gay schools, gay for echo, which is very dangerous to the public, which is very dangerous to the community.
How is it dangerous?
Okay, me as a person. Me person me so BBR. Me who BBR me person me busa. Either I read about it and I say I'll look at, make sure say I understand what it is. Out of 10, people like us, 6 of us fall into temptations and they can never go back because of the curiosity. Patriotic, I say. In that sense, it's going to bring a lot of people to even testify. And now, when you're a very good community grouper, then especially Ghana, you end up having to be frustrated, and announcement. I'm telling you the fact, say, Sikade, to influence people with money to make sure they will. And Ghana should come the. As at now, I know some are saying be brave in Ghana because of security.
Doctor, I know now can I and say, okay, let me explain this to you. My main fact idea we in scenario kakram farmer. We have 2 religions and a what Ghana meboa. And most and I said
more than 2.
2 main religions. Sana my main canon.
More than 2.
You say more than 2, but the most popular ones na me dey kan ho asem we Christians and Muslims.
There be and your traditionalists.
Percentage.
There's a lot of traditional.
I don't think so much Muslims. Percentage.
They'll be close because the mass majority of Ghanaian people normally and Krani Kumasi. Almost some
same way Christians make about 73% of Ghana populations. And Gramofo and so a mass to I think it was about 20 something percent to say 18%, something like that. Omona second Gramofo second. Now here's this me person me argument me person me make it. Time usa na uko school e Ghana se yemfa se me na me call Bantama Roman. Okay, me call Bantama Roman na Catholic school, but we had enkramofuo no bi wo ho a no omo nso so ko school. Okay, e wo Roman me ne enkramofuo bebre na ko school e wo Roman, even me secondary school days and so Christian na yin na me ne omo ne call. Now I never saw, because na a Christian school, I never saw one person say because say a Christian school it influenced a Kramunino and man change be a Christian. I never saw one. Do you know why? And I never saw so say Christo ni bi asesa say or konkremu so. It may happen, but when we put into percentages menya your friend is saying sister say wa mazipa bi menya no wo ayi so ma memfa ne nka ayi ne ho ebi e wa ha no mo sister say wa bro ni ma kwa ba
yeah me try say me timonka
what say what yanka yi
me tin faintly but me fan say because the other device ning na my na mean to join.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. So what you say? Menya any just one person, probably
yes, I just said I mean free how I mean free different device so while I join here.
Okay. So what you say? Menya ubia or convert here. That means say principles are Christopher are instilled in Christian kids, no, and you're way strong. Sounds na enkramofo principles are influence and as a man so into a momano. And so you're way strong. And there wasn't any kind of the obi crosso carpet crampona. It wasn't the mass majority cross carpet. So why, how, and where do you think to say people will go and 4 to become either say or become gays or lesbians.
And if I'm to answer some question, I mean, I will use local people. Ghana, let me say you as a Mekaraman can yet for more fanchemi. I don't mean to insult Ghanaians, but you heard literally literacy problem in Ghana very, very low. There's a lot of illiterate in Ghana. Said you be me. This is a Ghana. This is a Ghana. Oni di obedi. But so baby obi huno and I catch you say hey. Make it sika mamisika na men double ne mawa pa ko bosia e dia akoma nipa ne se double mam ne ya gisika no okwa ne abo no ne apam no so mfa ne kwasa sim free onko ye nyenwe ye wi e be fro no aba. This is the Ghana I'm talking about. This is the Ghana ye beto aba ene ne nyina ye kodina ba bi ne atete 20 cities 10 cities 10 cities odia no abodua agu so say Esiguso one to Maya in so say now or Jessica. This is the Ghana we are talking about. This is the Ghana we are talking about, whereby or court near catch and say, whoa, a dread year and a babu, Kone Kodiga. Quack or Bobos, I know the Kodiga. This is the Ghana we have. This is the Ghana or hospital or Nimio. Last week, Oko hospital, no, Nitane, or Koeno. You busan the same question with you, yeah. I'm a I want them. Yes, malaria. After 2 weeks, no, or saying the same to Ariana or Sanko hospitals. Hey, Putia, oh, yes, you both know. Near some of the same. This is the Ghana we are talking about. So to have people influence people to become who they want to become, very easy. I'm telling you, so there are about 101 WhatsApp group at Airport for Ghana. Near send a link to join. What join here? The people come on with the any almost saying all these stupid things. I'm sorry to use such a word. It's to convince people to be who they are. I don't mean to say in the way a penny. What time and a time near masters apart. People stay in their home and get most of information on their phone. They don't go out. But first, now we have to go. What is there? You have to go out and see. But then yes, street jam or bantama. I bet me who street jam or bantama or phone, so no alcohol. But first, one go chemo or bantama, I won't say street jam. Technology has come to stay and has enlightened a lot of people, even from their homes. It's to influence people, to convince people. This is the Ghana I'm talking about. Oh, I know the Afro. Also, me mobile money I bet you phone so check your mommy. Ni a scam you be ni a dinisika. This is the Ghana we have now. It's to influence people to become gays, Obi, a twinkle of an eye. Just a tip of an iceberg. That's why it's never supposed to be allowed to be in publicly. And I don't think that. But then it's
Dr. Nyako, make me a baby. Make us I drew. And I am mute me.
No, you meet you, obet me kasa. Kasa.
Meet me kasa.
Yeah, kasa.
Dr. Nyako, me pacho. I think say na me nyam my line so no. Hey, na me nyam ma so no meti na me hwe. Na I think say meti say na wo ka say because of influence, so nkofo be influencing nkofo ntina. Maybe they are trying to suppress it, so then. And as I see, I once was a contrary to what I said, social media is big. So you have to understand, so number one, peer pressure, they be obit me go school now, onye smoker. Na, oops, onye smoker, so okoya no. Wakwatina baby, ntina, what is nkofo, who's obi smoking to honest try. It's something that happens. Peer pressure, baby. But this is why you also need to educate people to know, say and a bebwa, say name wow. What to say, I say, men, you say. The contradiction I'm talking about, also social media and they say information are everywhere. So they don't have to physically go to an office in Ghana. They don't have to physically see somebody. These information, people, maybe one cry a be young at the age of, me find something, me man 11 and 10. they know everything about gays and lesbianism, and because of more TV suntia. But our baby auntie Sakrabi to Ghana, crano or phone. Easy say, obey who say SBB the gay, the lesbian. This is why they need to educate people so they can make the better choice. And yes, I will call ya will be a fasika kubi and now so kubi. And obedi to obo now so they go, even if they don't physically see it, like you said, social media and it's everywhere. So what do we do about that too? Are they going to block Ghana better to say Dubai and I say China, one of the kind of things places where they will block certain maybe to say China and crying who she apart from information what China when I call China who Facebook nyejuma or one nyejuma just all download do way just way. So is Ghana going to do that? Other than that, gays and lesbians are everywhere. The information is everywhere. That is where I wanted to come in.
Before said
you said it right.
Mamema fianso emremu kakram pacho. Efia
Obi.
Akwaba.
Media.
Na so ho ye there. I hope say now will follow your friends in program no na so also will be bika nti mepese obekasa kakra.
Yo, michia abuchafo ne listeners nyina michia emame bruni ne doctor Toslewie. Sa homosexual ne ehun nyema na aye controversial isi aye kanansi. Enye ye na nipa oye no eno na amanfo edwin ho and they have choice. So be ya obi amfa wo. But that me baby me problems is because me no de me asete me to be because of religion nankasa but me hu ne say enye normal say be ma te wono obeka say yonku be ma obi susu ne choice no o hu ne say normal no ne problem but ya hwe ne other side ne health side no so say ka say enya the intimate among bebre na muntimi ntia so mu se eye no aya ye ka se enye no ye ntimi ma mu the reason tia enye no aya se be problem no say ye ma mu main reason tia ye be kan say bible be asa ye be ka say bible tia asa but ne health effect no and ye say ma mu hu so ka ho se wo hu Koma ye wo say you de be koma e wo ha bebre kwa na ye hu nipa bebre no sa act na o ma wura mu no ye hu nyema o mu no na ye hu nipa no o start ye no onye ebi no ye nim se bi o sitie o start so o ye no so no ye hu nipa no so se de wasi abaye minim obi a minim lady bi a o hu no tum se o ye fine pa but or status act na o ni sika so de bedidi o be hwe ne hu yi so aka ho enne se o na enti wo nsunsan so ho uni padua na wo nsunsan so bebre a ebetimi affect o yare wo mo se wonya sexual transmitted disease kwa na
really
I nsunsan so wo but obi de nya bi nsunsan so wo health side
if you can pese me busa step
sister Fia me pacho me the entia eyi na ye back and forth amame no maintain free device na me hwe no nti me tie free me headset nti amame delays but nti I think say ukasa ko ekire ansa na matse wa ha no maintain free the me hwe no so nti me use like 3 devices just to pay attention here. But lady now who can na e dey na man no o dey tia oba for friend e dey na man for yet and time me pese me clear honum
afia you know article and into no ye betwa so sister say wa na yi article enti obesan aba ama ya to so na ade a me pese
Mami answer sister question. Sister Bacho said now can be.
But I think that while she's still not here, no. I think that is a very point. Eh, ebe ma me problem o. Mo ka say chance and Martin wa ha.
Ya te on kapa. Sister say, don't worry. Uba mu a ye nyina ye baby ya na wakasa. So don't worry about it. So the way I was sitting no. Say uba mu a don't worry. Make sure obi na what question and we busa. Upese okasa so na wakasa nti don't worry about that. Why? What the follow say say obe follow there but yen try say obe follow because I was ultimate from device now we use no. Why? Okay, if you akoso
sɛ nyame abɔ yɛn sɛ woyɛ ɔba a wowɔ baabi a ɛwɔ sɛ wode have sex woyɛ bɛrima a wɔ baabi a ɛwɔ sɛ woyusu ɛna ɛwɔ baabi a yɛgya yɛn nan de fa nti nyame nim ne nti ma ɔhyehyɛ saa nneɛma no nti ne sɛ wode kɔfa other way round a by all means wobɛnya ho effect meaning sɛ binom nso so ɛnka sɛ ɔmanya ho effect but ɔmanya a ɛhyɛ ɔmo ho ebinom afa ho nyareɛ bebree ɛhyɛ ɔmo but they won't say it ebinom take drugs they won't say it
Afia ma membusa
me bebe me ha me pa no before me ha me no
enti sister Afia emema na omo ne omo yere mote na omo so domize omo no omo so ya no omo yare bia na
omo ya dan Osi me ma na omo ye to na omo ya dan
omo
be ma bi wo ho one ne yere nete excuse me to say ono so me say ya na asem na me pesa me de man almost have anal sex be ma one ne yere ti one have anal sex enti ne yere no ono so wanya problem bi ana say to obi ayeto ana me ma to ye different from me ma to me pesa me hu omo heterosexual relationship no mo have anal sex no ba no wanya problem
nyame bo vagina no for purpose and obo anus no for another purpose nti se wo ba be mixe ni nyina de abomu a so yo oba kwa na so ma wukunu fa woto a ubenya hu effect sa na ofa be ma so to a ubenya hu effect at said de unu kuna da na enya anesthetic na abaye but ube use the vagina but when you should correctly ya
ubetimi ama ye hu effect ni bi Jeremiah, there's a book and a pen on my bed. Can you go and bring it?
It's my turn on Nintendo, but John's saying that he still wants to play.
He was sleeping and you were playing.
No, I wasn't.
I'm on the show. Get me the
Obi. Me sa active they be me can say you be an a choice.
Okay.
Say me obi so no ka so be ya any problem. E do no ne nyankopon tem. Se de ka se nyankopon pe no. Bo ni bia be bia no. Me ntimi njeju because me menya perfect. But I am many nyankopon tem and a menya ho nsunsanso. E no de da ho. But ade a enya ne say to me say enya no mama me no. Na ade a enya ne say e bia nipa ne yesi wa akokoye saa ade ni nti. Ye be bu na ye be kunu no. Ye be strip no naked no. More treatment no. And na meme accept.
Okay.
No na meme accept. Say Ghana ever say obi again nti ye hia na ye be bu no ye be strip no naked. And no na me accept. But say ye legalize it. Nye me be office as an association no. So mo ka say legalize for mama. No was a prostitution so legalize mom. No was a armed robbery to legalize mom. So bia won a right to join association yeah. And not prostitution so we legalize Ghana.
Sister Fia. Enti me pacho office now mu bie no what find out there na office no e dey omode me pacho office no what find out there no omode
me kon ko find no Ghana ho ma dey internet na enya you follow right ni internet na enya you follow so this is what is trending yeah and I see you closing I don't know now no video
na say yet ha na ye ka Ghana for asem information enti me pese me hu say what through internet me can say for play what na Ghana yet ha na ye ka Ghana asem ti through information what say the office no more dey what is yes your most key for legalization so obi emo mo ware what is almost your mo power and as a protection na wo ka ho asem say Pesi ya bebu obi na enu nti na sa office na wo wa find out. What's it? Wo baby say na ese omo mo kawari.
Me madwe wo me side no the way I understand it no say because ye kom ha say no ye mrama pan ye legalize obi atimi adwobe. Nti asan
but
goes
say
on
ya junior we need to go straight to the point. That office no so obeka ho asem man hunu say omo ye office no purposely say ebi a me te ho mete sa ya pan me frifie obi bro me pese me nya information about the me ebi ni say osi ebi mutimi nya cracks and that's a problem me pese me ko ba bi obi so similar problem no chere me the o say me ye office na enya say bi enya sorry na omo ye wedding home enye legal officer mo shira ware so eti me tell the mimi because meaning one more be office no eti office no the purpose for it was for prevention for helping it was never for you legalizing gay or Ghana and then I go be officer what ma shira ware of woman oh the back end thing you have me
that be asana me kan nyabotena tie me nka say legalize it. Me nka so mo legalize it. But as time goes on say be legalize it. And then it will take place. But then legalize it.
Afia, if I understand you because the office now you know and no nebema o ma press o mun legalize na de no Ghana na.
Enyenro but say Drew Hompa, how does that affect you now when you gay no? Enru ho say still the almost seek your protection. But even if 20 years from now, so I'm pretty say you legalize your man, who when you gay no? How does that affect you?
Semi affecting me, it will affect the society. I didn't see
Canada has say Emrawa has said Obani Bemet me worry. My Jaya worry, my divorce bet 10 years me worry. Bibi me say Canada is your Obani Bema worry to us chinchina me kwa worry ana.
So we me question. Mammy chira madri, mammy can't be me madri yam. So what if I become why I can't answer you? What am I
saying? Okay, hold on. If you have before so
beside my question, I may make that madri.
Yeah, hold on.
So when you begin to ask me questions now, no man can say you know another question. I can't answer it.
FCA. Ote ono onte de ya na ye ka no a chance but I will say mame employer sister say wa force
me bibia after the fact, so that is the problem.
And Mr. What they pause for me say me ma wo kasa ye nyina ye be yedin then na wo wa ba mu so what ma say it pause for me mame ma afia kasa you afia kasa we are then we're going to move in succession to the bear program no be able to follow what is going on kasa
mine's legend.
I didn't say Ghana for the omo patch and say what's ye binum opinion na the binum omo how mo say we individual na so be gay only problem but e ko ba say omo so mo be I fence office na omo be na omo so mo ko close here no adom fm for ko interview binum kasai na no kwa na guy ba we say friend prince and so US so we have one of the bloggers he be on so ye be homosexual ni bia obi a interview no e was say TV3 o say joy for mu ba ko interview no am person mu hu am say ko fi adom so me we free na mu bisa no questions na o ka say e ho no mo kokoko bie no one ebi ne say obi wo ho a na ahokyere na obi adaada no na odi ne ho akwakwakwa wuram but na onye bia because you obi wo ha ye wo no owo saa gyen ne woni mu dada ofili se oyoba ofili so ye be ma nti ne wa join ne you obi susu a onye bi but ase ahokyere na odi ne ho akwakwakwa wuram se wo hu ana se be influence bi e man ska akra bi na odi ne ho akwakwakwa wuram onim protection onim hwe elo bi so na so owo mu nti no ase society na ye pam wo mu nti na se be a ye de anyi begwa mu nti no ko ba bi ayede asiki ayi wo ho asundwe wo ho nti no ho no ase omo wo panyi wo ho a se uba hona omo ye do fa ayimu friend say training mu ye asa ye ma advice ye kasa for protection ho condom ne na how obesa use condom so we protection sa na manya ye mo counseling ewo ho so who that is the issue a nema wenim bi dia memetinya adaje tie bi no ne nsem o kan ye bia metie bi no antima sa ade no no so who
okay
ntino omo ko ofio no hu say edu ma bi ye hu say nipa bi no wo ho nkofo na bi no wo papa bi ko take video du wo ha na omo wo ho mo wo fie ho
afia wai no eko enti se wo san baba
na binum te na anu bua no
o te yenka
de mo na nipa no anu bua no mete pa
okay
the mo na nipa na anu bua no they will form an association ebi wa ha association why very strong ebi wa ha omo yo bibia ntin se omo form association na ye be accept no society no they say they aba ye aba be GS ho na enkwala na omo ba no enam se aba be accept wo society no ntin akola bi ahwore a bebre na be ka so mpese omo ye bi that is the influence because it's aba ye say freedom of association ntin also person or join ya wotimi join ne because ha na ye ho na edu time bi a omo ba nkomo ba ye mra bi say ye wo ba parents wunni right to say wo kira oba no ne sex of the baby this afra no ba benyini wie ansa na ono pa ba chese me oba na obi ebe ma krom ha mememete ena mo ye demonstration a Christopher mo ha say no omo ye demonstration so omo je the right of the family afro mo nsem so wahu ena president nso so omo bia anya adwuma omo pesa ma na ye adwuma entini so obi be ya fine but say beji asi ho say association no obi so yo otimi for join ni bia definitely no ye nkla na omo ba no ebe influence omo
okay afia
entini was say start advice me wo ba wo say me advice no me wo ba o secondary school o kon me advice so kwa say in case o go show no obi influence na man anas ohun science na ebinim say na onye very careful because boarding house no sa na man esi wo ho say me person me baba dwan ni bi ntina I have to educate him
okay afia point no is well made mamema your friend is saying mamema Dr. Mremu ansa na sister sewa mama wa bamu PK akwa aba
Obi my sister say wa enko na me owi ana ma
okay sister sewa me pacho obeko edin ame
I feel them say my edro be smart say what say say menkasa. Okay, nti sister Fia now make key point be say friends MCS your Germany. Mentie program no but me who say me who flash of him on Kofi TV by my share program. Okay, so what I know is me to Canada. Me wama for boys. Canada, yeah, legalize gayism, lesbianism, whatever, LGBT, they have the freedom to do whatever they want. Minim kofo bebre me fan say me co-workers, abrofo, Ghana for whatever. And you be an buy gay and lesbian just because you legalize that Canada. So it doesn't mean say Ghana is different unless you can say be Ghana intimate me my 4 boys no mutimeni omoneti. Me danya na ade achi no mu nyina gay a me nka se me Canada ntino mu gay maybe just a lifestyle o mo choose so anasa sa no moti enti say you can say Ghana they are not I don't even want to go there because they are not seeking legalization, they are seeking protection. Who can wahasa office no omu be office ne say bia information, counseling, safety. Me am account with social media several times say even time omo ye lockdown wo Ghana lockdown Ghana for COVID. There are people like LGBT members. No more good you have pam ebi mo da school them, ebi mo da abonten a me ankasa me fie, me ma ebi mo kwada me fie. Ebi mo krada so te hotel now I me no ka say. me and me fear me and them to me like me cromos me and them to like bill because they've been abandoned and go for pam ye omobusu afọ pam mo. So this 5-bedroom if you yeah no almost say matter LGBT whatever no. It was not for legalization because he legalize gayism. You cannot go and get married. And for crack say it was said they should summon the Denmark ambassador said then how do you there mrana what to our summon no. Yeah, inviting for program, wako program need wako shira ware so ho. What is the idea illegal? They say yes, you ntimi ware omuntimi ware. But say ni pan nam ho no say me your friend me Evelyn, me a lesbian ntimi ye free me nam krom. Adeti no so obitimi bebo me. Na mom say nipa bi ye homophobic kra na obebo me a. E wo say mitimi nya group of nkophobia metimi aben wo mo a. Ebia obi kra na wo ska obetua hospital bill amami obi be hwe me obi be trem de o say me yes nkofo have a now whatever there's implications sana obi wo kro ni kunu te na say in a way no sexual ekwan bi on be pass on be ya na say I don't know bibi nkofo heterosexual couples kre bi use toys ebia bibi anipa ne be use en favor no betimi enya ehun susu aso bi ni nyina wo ho enye because obi ye gay na say lesbian kwa no mu use products bi na say bibi etisa enti say ye bi office bi sa say bia me mete ho me heterosexual and I me gay me say this say enti se me hear information bia because ade no emeji atese wo Ghana e bia obi ani ba bia obeko nti se unya information say Abraham no almost your mom pen no me mete hey office ne ma ye nyina minim say monthly there are meetings everywhere LGBTs for share they have allies amuni omushia they have NGOs I wo Ghana bebre eti that particular office omu mieye no enye nne na omu kwabo omu se bia obi su ti baby o ege o lesbian o massa office order e bi kro ti brekum baby no be ne wakra so ti ase enye omu e bia omu bembe ho no ohia mmoa bi ana ohia information bi no obekọ ho no sa meeting kro ya omu se ekọ so se afie ho meetings ne koso dadada de bia omu rent baby ekọ se wo ye member na wo ti baby na oniska na obeba kra nkra ne bi omu ba omu transportation money omu feed omu they support them ebi ni akra recently oba me pese me ya me boni din wa ha but Ghana for the betu news mu say hermaphrodite or both female and male sex organ and or a football player am say no play the female team and for whatever reason obi kwa can say our penis no our vagina and no mudi ni din betu kind of saying newspaper sakra no organization bit say and I said crofo bit say your more groups nibi and a boy and a big cramp on my draw me can crofo near friend no at the saying my no papa mapam we free koni pass me we akra bejo but na sa building na 5 room but we were able to support that girl when no that's what 1 year pepe na same way so what because I'm on a show.
So you need 4 phones.
Sorry guys. No. Your friend is saying when you na ka hu bi it is an office bi wo ho saa na se nipa no was education no the person has the education said they also obey ko school too no for say wo kona so obi ka say amenye say hwan so education no wo ho no ma people will know what to join, what not to join. Obi si no better than now. Obi entimi nchechiro. Obi for so report to my police say. And I make an yet to Canada. Gayism and whatever is legalized. It allows us to obi to say that person feel comfortable and freely going out. But so obi to me to wanna minye gay and I minye lesbian. Just because me ti kroma na omo say it's legalized in China na makofo babe na me ware no, it doesn't make sense. But that office, the only reason why that office was open was to share information, to support people who are already in that LGBT part of the LGBT community, to give them information, to support them, to advise them. And yes, say be office nisi wonti na onye lesbian na wasora ko ra say me hu say office busy ha me ba enye bibia enye ade pam no waka say ukosua obi training obi how to sleep with somebody. And that is what I would want to say for now.
All right, that's how I made us. PK.
What's Minka?
I don't capa PK Casa.
Okay, my main file Kunya is not share with you for Dr. Michiao, Sister Fia, also Michiao. me mama say wa brony osumechia. Issue about this whole gay situation. One thing we should actually look at instead. Sebio, we should understand say Ghana no, our constitution actually frowns upon same-sex marriage or same-sex relationship. So our constitution does frown upon it. Now, the only wukunu and the only partner is between the two of you. So now, if when you come out and say there's this lady who hermaphrodite, there are other agencies, Elbuano and all of that, yeah, it's there. You have people meeting, you have people, coming together. But when it gets to the point where you drag international friend saying as an attention now, then it becomes a national concern. So I say because constitutional or minor a team, say the America ya say ubetimi edi unkwasi asem o fi sebe ubetimi aye whatever you want to do in your house, but uye bibia ebe bringing about international attention, ebe bringing about we say now or minor etimi etu etiem. And it's the same thing that happened in Ghana. The situation or the issue that happened wasn't fair. Lesbian or gay people who want to prove their rights. No, it was for them to create that awareness. So as you say, they were seeking that attention because you see, so we now about the situation about we police for echo say the whole we say is because it's gaining international attention and the country doesn't like that. Sabio our Far East, countries, Libya, Arab, Saudi Arabia, no hon untimi nkofa Bible expose you who say this is they don't even allow it. So I say there are countries in the Far East that untimi plenty asoredan untimi lanchi asoredan. So I say because they believe that it's a Muslim country. So I say if you do something I don't interest say America say, oh no, you are infringing on Christianity or you are infringing on this, right? No, that is what their constitution or that is what their way of life has been from the beginning. So that is what they infringe upon, and it's the same thing with Ghana. Ghana, so say America for Jatum, Canada for Jatum, lesbian, gay, whatever. No, yes, Ghana no, you need be say Yajatum say. Ghana dear, yeah, lesbian and gay. No, our constitution frowns upon same-sex, but we know we all know we all know that in Ghana, no, there are people who practice same-sex relationship and same-sex marriage, but they are not seeking international recognition. So but when you come out, what's your office? You bring it on social media. Yeah, so the social media now, international or maybe you gain that international attention, you gain that international recognition. And say if I'm out, that's they have the right because it's against our constitution. But nobody is saying what you want to do with your partner or what you want to do with whoever because it's between work and our partner. Nobody is there. So being your mom say we live in Ghana, no, we live in a country obi for obi untimi sebe onkwase semna obi affect obi. If they are trying to gain this awareness now, because me baby or Ghana na me busu ni bi or Ghana sa awareness now omu create election sa me busu ni so towards that awareness. Na ma dream cripple any say me to me cause atibia we so but because of the awareness it will draw that attention to that person. So that is the way our mind to be taking say no. Because Enye nipa baako pɛ ɛna ɛbɛ affect ɔman mu nyinaa, and if yɛn nso so at the grassroots now, so ati aseɛ ɛbɛ ha adwene sɛbi I did a little research nitie say even the police for ɛpɛ efiera na ɔde dan no ɛma han no ɛna efiera no ne ɔno ne where ɔde ma police for no say obi ba behind ɔdan a untimi enye business that ɛna nipa no ɛba abɛyɛ nipa no sɛ ɔba behind dan na ɔba behind dan a untimi business sɛ na dan na ɔba behind no ɔba abɛyɛ dan wom anaasɛ dan pɔte na ɔyɛ ɔdan ɔno deɛ ne dan na ɔyɛ dan ɔhan ɛna waba na ɔso ɔba behind dan so ate aseɛ nti no me deɛ mɛka ne sɛ the whole incident created an international awareness. It brought that recognition, which our constitution, and our way of life as Ghanaians, frowns upon. So they make our ultimacy here. And also on the third part, it attracts certain attention, and as it gives certain attention to the youth. Say, okay, Sisiano, me see, and I me see because Omaino, has given way, which is not so. Say ebeha mebusuani bi anase ebeha obi fufuro ebusuani bi no ene if so man etu ni na etie ma me de mefo aso so ate ase e obi ani ene gidie mi gidie no enko ho so ate ase se me tie me frame hu se me Christoni menye what you call it menye Muslim, but I respect the Muslim religion so ate ase deɛ me jitum no sɛ ɔman no so fo sɛ ɛmmoa ekyiri mana and they want to take some actions mefo aso sɛ wɔte asɛ no nkyerɛ sɛ obi ɛyɛ lesbian anaasɛ obi ɛyɛ gay na sɛ ohia me mmoa no. One thing you should understand is we respect human rights before we come to personal sexual orientation. So ati ase say the nipa na identify no or say we identify nipa no as a human being and respect that human rights before our nipa no sexual orientation. That is how we are able to correlate with everybody we work with here in the United States, because we know say we have colleagues who identify themselves as lesbian, gay, whatever the orientation is here for the adoption,
because before say you message has gone across me pacho before say Dr. Obebamu my main phone line and to her. So person ofra me pacho obetimi use WhatsApp line at the afre and also person use studio line and so obetimi afre and so at the asiso now PK I'm say going back and forth between wo any fear and a sister there you especially PK who make mention say fine on the aspect of say yen legalize adieno ewo Ghana no. The laws of Ghana no clearly says it. And I think it's anything that go contrary to the laws of Ghana no should be taken into consideration. Now, Mameng Musa Wasemo say yabie office. Office no yabie ubiaku bie ni office. Okay? And I say omaku bie dine. Menka say office in port to begin with. It becomes office when you go and register with the government to say, me pese me be this as an office for people to come. Now, yewo NGOs and I say yewo obia or yes solicitor or woho no mua on say me register at the end say. Now, omo purpose are no more be at the end say. They know say people are gay and they are all lesbians woho. And some say na ya na a title womo. Say a two or more, they don't have anywhere to go. Now, should it not be say, attacking gays and I say lesbians or Ghana? I don't think it's say, and the office will be mattered for them to open it to begin with. But because say attacks on people and I say attacks on them no prevalence no day in day out no, they decided say okay, why not say you bepe beer sebi say attack any bias or muswa and I say obi omo te say no attack any ba or muswa and I say yeswa or mubetimi aba for solicitation or mubetimi aba for education or mubetimi aba for anything else just to help. Now the question is say, is it because said the high commissioner na omo call ye no and no nankrofo say high commissioner no came there na. Is it because of that in Intina amount for to cook on to them say was a close office na? Is it was it that reason? It is a meeting way. So my see your friends me fee. Now me say aha me the buyer for solicitations. So what I say and for emra because only me wahai yen na wa American. We have a place on my churches ni bi wo ho no mo a. Say a drew cold season say ya. Omo that outside no go there to seek shelter, go there to get food to eat and all that stuff. This is the same thing that was going to Ghana. They are building or they are just opening that thing for them to come in and seek help if they need it. Now, because say you're criminalizing or munintino, there have been a different kind of attacks going to them every blessed day.
Okay.
We people no ye straight and I say ye nipa ye take all human aspect of life not from them, which we shouldn't do that. Say I say attack all day in day out now. There wouldn't be any your friend is an office for them to go and seek help from there. But this is where I am yes no. What I was expecting maybe before so bebemuno, mema Dr. Abeman but before so bebemu. What I was expecting.
Who is a question to Mami and answer I'm ready.
Okay, me manisi ameba. Okay, kwaso.
Okay, all right.
Kasa.
All right, okay. Me da wano asi. All right. Okan bibi say office now on mapako bi no. Now, sese okan me no na neti America say, right? Anye bia say me story ochna. Na me so me ko bi office. Na me office no the intent or the reason I made the office no is to set up an extremist group. Mr. O, over 24 hours, crowd drama with FBI and CIA for Mbe Samasiana.
Of course, they be shut you down.
Yes, be shut me down, because the group, the intention, the awareness that I'm trying to create no is to set up an extremist fencing group. It's infringed upon by the Constitution of the United States. Now, say me so sorry anopa. Now me say me be office. Now office now me be no me ba beton ade. Ade am ba beton. Me ba beton ade. Ade am ba beton no. Ha obia. So at here. FBI for ground me office dine krapo omuni. They will not even care about it. So at here. Intino, you should understand say High Commissioner who said they're not in the buy. That is not the problem. That's one thing I want you to understand. Say Nipa no invite say no is not a problem. So at here. The problem is say office now you know what is the sole purpose of the office? What and how is it going to affect so at here the country? So at here. It's the same thing. If say could be office now they are setting up an extremist group or whatsoever. Anka enye Ghana for nkwa na eba ko ombetu omuna team. Anka me sure say Western allies will also step in. So at here. At the end of the day, no, is the awareness they are trying to create. So at here. Said omo be office no. So omo de eboa LGBT community. So at here. But at the same time, no, it's also creating an awareness that goes against the constitution of the land. So as I say, almost 30 years a police for call away. The international community has said so Ghana allow, for that. But at the end of the day, our constitution is greater than the international FNSN community in Ebabeka.
Obi, my mentor answered from the PK kind, and I was supposed to take the call. PK me chow. Shall me who watch it? The Yaka saw Ben Fremen so
Doctor, Doctor, nya obi ama mama yema tifo no so emrem kakra ntimpacho. Hold on mama kakra. Why? Hello.
Yeah. Oh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kofi.
Yeah, Obi.
That is saying.
Nyamiadum personal sir.
Already Adam Boko Kofi. And then say mema will bear to say 5 minutes now the way you know akati across kakra at their mammy. Why?
All right. Oh, okay.
Man,
Good I see. I think that Ghana, we are sitting on a time bomb. The entire they can say Yama Ukubi, what we creating as an office. Now, Miranda says, how are you with YMP? But we pay to create office for it. Now, I'm no easy where what's our organize BB a friend of fundraising. 8 million invite commissioners. I'm a partake part. I'm an in security system. No, I will hop. Satan in an omen to me at unless that organization, no, it grew international level. People are reporting about it. No, when you say, it was here for shutting it down. That's one point right there. Say it's security system, and I say BBI in Ghana, no, it's so bad. And then again, I think that is the time some of our boarding schools need and I was here shutting it down. Didn't I make us over boarding school, you know? And Mount Juan, the good woman could carry a nipa bears at 10, Omujari boom. A member bears at 10, Omujari boom. It creates a Libu on Crana dreams of asymmetry, said, no aqua sodium, no aqua mian ha. Or more da, or Munan, da boom. Didn't I chrome her, America ha. I could do certain stage bears or no one none of them. Omo person be create some opportunity be and can start again in term. Ghana, for you to know, no more me again in no, they did not do that willingly. A situation being na more my side. It's Ghana, say no maybe on my ya said down so as yen in term. Omo be again in they do it out of unwillingness. They been a push it at your home. Some of them can close your mind by the next 10 years. Come on, mobile gay, you know. Come back, straight up guys, and that's straight up women in the system. Because we start here at the young stage of secondary school and can be start here, which will be hard to complain about it. Because the system is okay for them to do it. Almost started at the young stage. Young stage, and the reason is that on any young buy it is so easy to say, Obechi almost say, Obane Bema, or more than. But Bema ne Bema, you know, now, man. Will be another other question or more that at the young stage. But meanwhile, that's the time Omoye. Now, Omoye no was that time, no. No, Omo like, when Nim said you see pale back. But Mema, you know, it's so simple. So they say, Bema will be quite pale back. And I'm a quack pale back, and you come, then I quack said them, no. Me the name for crying a month when you say it. But many Bema, young guys, teenagers, not so many Bema, nobody's going to question about it. It's Ghana, this is the time I was here, dear Nancy for. Your system no for be that our system no, so they don't want to work. Omo chairman no ma gym ni afin omo ba be play omo money again. Nana ekoye interview because it is bound to happen. And there was any so it's bound to happen, no. Dicey, two things. Nana was very smart. Maybe a good thing be anas why no say or train who free back home. But when him be na woye. One of the panelists can say, you know, I will say activities or mobile or some boom. Now, all can one boom, all can one boom is a criminal activity. All can one boom is a criminal activity. This is a mark of Gigiska. I think a mobile finance gains them. Obia or Pemwa, mobile son as I say, you know, so much so I'm laughing or more. I don't bet on not creative bank, a granite bank, no, well, pebbles and budget because of you are gay, a Moska. It's Ghana government to set up and do the right thing. And yes, I know my beijing him.
Medasi Kofi, Medasi say what they want to December. Doctor, Ubeo meet you on our Bema me.
I'm say Obi, I very interesting. And to say you start in here can the medical answer sister Kakra based on it was the same thing I started here about. I made mention of Nana interview, which the guy made mention of it. See, you played the video already. It was 2017, but the way I know can say it's bound to happen was the socio-economic and cultural values now we are seeing and Ghana and say when the institutions are able to come together now form a strong tie by a lot of people to push for acceptance of it. Said they see what America and I make her say, it's already there. Nothing ever. My sister was saying, say I contradicted myself, but I made two separate scenarios about a quiet before. The guy also mentioned right now, say, to legalize it is your money yet publicly open. It's there. People are still doing what they are doing, but once we make it publicly open.
Doctor, I hate to do this to you, but yeah, na me pese me ma tief for no I hold you on too much. Inti Mr. Mamumre mu be mame. Why? Okay, also betimi atwe. Doctor, yes me mo wanu nsinti. Also betimi atwe nti kasa.
Right. And I made two separate scenarios. A quiet first question and me church say social media no abeye rampant as say no people watch a lot. As say the here so benya data and kolam periobia use social media to say to know more about what is going on the current affairs like what we are to say. To be a little clarification to my sister, that is what I was trying to say. And this is a non-governmental, this is not a governmental issue, a social issue. It happens among peers. There's peer pressure, there's peer influence, and it's obvious. I made mentions of Ghana, baby, Sebio, me kana man can ya manuda sumina some pancheme. Ghana for me, the can say literacy problem and as a literacy rate our Ghana very low. People just follow where the direction from under back could be corner say sebio obenya aduane obenya atade. I've been listening to a lot of things on the social media. Obi oha nkola am kwaji sikadro mbeka omenu masem nkola ye fa am training am to something no ko hu niema mbeka. I've been listening to a lot on social media which to influence people to be and that because but then publicly a lot of people will be influenced to do what others are trying to influence them to do instead of not picking and very easy. It's a media to make it public, so bad, to hurt Ghana so bad, as we all know, which I don't think that the rights here are allowed to be legalized in Ghana. They are still doing it, and yet gay. I wouldn't want to say much because we all have opinions to share, but to allow this to come into being there. But I want to say the number of people who can influence idea when said and I sister Ebusa question be say and I say a choir person of customer the step one to have an office to say there will be now can say people can run into for help. They can still have their same people and run to them for help, which they don't need to come to publicly and go and seek help publicly. Besides, hey, don't influence people to be who you are. And these are the things which will the culture, our culture. That's how healthy the socio-economic issues are in Ghana. Now, we have nowhere to go as a country. I'll leave it as it is.
All right. Jake.
Yo, Obi.
Jake Akwaba, Jake and Sambigi fame me that was a say Oshe Sansona Raskino, Mary Wusu, Middle Quad, Bridget Bafor, Jeff, and Kofobi Nankasa, Ehe, and Timimu Bodin. It's Jake. Mawanon komame.
Yo, Obi, mechia one weti yofo nyina, mechia PK, doctor you who watch it, doctor mechia also. Already you sister say wa.
I mean, who watch a part? I'm last week, crowd.
Mechia munyina, na enen komo no de ano odin. Na de biana me kasa, yana me kase Africa. Eka Africa no na san de si yema Ghana so. Bread was Africa. You waking up na yada pa na na isa yemi no me gay for ne lesbian for yi omo ho dada na ya na me hu se obi saa de ro na bia ye treat no bad ya na sometimes na ya ehete me ya na ya se be o pese obi ya de born na se nipa no antwe na me ho na wantu no fo a obede agyan ade a woye no ana so obede hu se ade a woye no enye e wo se yetwe ne ba ebe ye ho aye te se akwala wo pie anajo na obebe fie na obeka maame ana parents obeka chen se kokokoda ba bia wo koye na wa man kwan no da bia wonim se obekọ okoso onye de o ma because we say if you ba ye mie no so but a bread we was ye twen omo ebe yo na ye to o say ye nim say enya a na ye to omo fo na omo afiri ho na mene de omo no so de me da bia me kasa omo ye omo ade sie dada omo hihye omo tokuro omo ye omo niama dada enti mene de me kra no ka me no omo a ka ye ma me bi office bi anye hwe send the na doctor can no social media e wo ho mo make mo platform na mo ye mo ade obi hia mo a se na mo join na na so wa contact mo ho na maboa no I think say can no mo but me no me problem ba ko ne say na doctor ka sim bi tire we na kam pese doctor boa me ho omunya omusika no free he ye so omu wo sika pa entimi busa say omunya omusika no ka na omu wo no omunya free he
Jake, mame
question back.
Jake,
me busa.
Before so be koso mame enka ayibia nra. The research I made and I'm enka samonche. Mame enka where the fund is coming from. Mame enka chel. Almost number one top most fund. Okay, is coming from Sweden. Fund kesie pa omunya pa no Sweden ya number 1. USA number 2. Canada 3. TNU Canada 3. Number 4 yewo NGO sa. Yesi ye freba ba ku Susan something. Yewo about to say 101 NGOs that are funding this organization. But before se me koso account implications are so we decided as a country now we decided say bia fine umpese obeye part of them no and I say bia umpese bia obema these are UN for so FNDB remember tienye UN Ghana ye part of the UN no they are funding them also and so ebi enti busa won say why are all these countries funding them? Adeba also busa won no. Enti no Jake
good obi ena we eno ana na mpese we tum me so my research na so ehu enti no na e wo se ye hu se omo wo agenda programming omo program ho biasing paying for they know what they are doing so what you say now because obi seven previous na omo the back sa poor countries so no poverty and etwe e kwa ko wura mu but ye ti ase saying Baby agenda no free banner omo no edi feed ye ne ye ti ase say. Omo na omo yes agenda omo ti ase. So home. Na ye ti ase say because obi ni nyina ne say oba na oba ekokohia omo bewo. Omo nwo. Be ma ne be ma kokohia omo bewo. Omo nwo. Enti eye programming, eye agenda of omo program omo ye de omo
JK, if I understand you here, not just say watch say agenda and say they want to depopulate na. Omo per se omo population so we are saying.
I know you're one of the agenda.
Okay.
I know you're part of it.
Ma membusa wasem back before say obekono. Catholic priest. Ye ma omo kwan ma omo nware. And na say omo policy ni say nti say omo ware. Are they part of say omo epese omo depopulate ewiase ana?
Good, Obi. Yes, Obi. Good. And also, what can I say? Sisters too are there.
Okay.
The Roman sisters too are there.
Uh-huh.
Say, a so na sisters no so enwo. When him say, kroma ye we sisters no, or more, and a chef fathers no, one, yeah. So what you say. But say, more. A secret me Obi my friend
okay. Jake, mema wa wrap up mama.
You know, Obi, ye nua no de fine. Omo a omo ye no. Omo me de media se opese obi jai bibia kene be on na tu ne fo. But any see ye te omo e de efri ye ho. Eno ye ena sebi ye ni hu video bi a na omo bu obi. Eno no enye so obu no. Sort ya say because when you right say you ano obu no because onkodi boni bia wono na de no. It's say against our land. Sort yes ena ye man so ye wo no. The land no meaning say asase bia wo hiri bia da no. Ena our ancestors gods no so no or hiri bia so kosue and say the ade and I mean so hiri bia so ni ho obetren say sa ade no be koso wo ne mantem even kra no sa o office ya yo kokoko bia sa wotie ho no mantem ho ne ahemfo ne assembly man no nsem mo kan ya the same thing so tia say but many dear omo tuto mutokuru no mo nya de omo be say you two omo fo no metia fine say omo be koso aso ya na ye brother ba so free and or casamity pa your security system no poor adie bia ti ebo be wura o man mu saa keke na afiri na ekọ na eba no so how man no so saa boarding schools no nkura no so be pick free that boarding schools no so what you say because you titi bebre na me madam ya no my daughter and me godmother and school students and quite friends and those kind of those stuff so what you say so you know sa na money nyina no si ya hwehwehwe sa side ni nyina dia ebe de pioneers ade o man da bia no bibia na aba bebu awuram ne afiko because sa na ma wentim ko Arab country on ko yes ade no obi kia do be gira public twa otie free so yani Arab obi twa oti ya do be gira ni padom mu ne twa otie free so am obi ehu so it has impossible kai me na me follow boy bi obetra boy ni nyina wa America ena waye no ho hip hop ayi ena wo de call Saudi ni krom ho ne papa ye ni man mo a eso ne papa ne uncle no went man see hu ne de boy ni be gira ye se enye omumra no ye twa boy ni ti life wo hu enti no many dear omo ye omo niema omo nyi omo niema ne enhyehyɛ omo tokrom so omo feel say omo o ya pam obi afifie because of say you na say de na doctor kan omo platform no ho na omo mboa bo omo aho ho ba say ebekọ na ede nsunsanso bi say be ba ne de I think say omo ye omo niema hyehyɛ tokrom a na omo ye nuanom eni si pam omo free nkyɛn was here more ben na bia yebetimi atu omofo ayetu omofo ti obi me de manu besi na obi so abaso bi
medasi Jake medasi se doctor enye ready ameko sister se wa so sister se wa doctor enye ready a obeba mu kakra e de amame why
okay medasi enti na am say PK ne fro I think so kasa no me trotro nsem bebre wa ha because I tend to forget I think say based on one some kind my trotro na maybe wa ha you made a comment say Ghana human me person me who first of all human rights na o Ghana no e different ma ebi mu ana so obi associate say be a Muslim me bosomsumni me am robber me hwan a human rights e different ma obi ana say enya saa na say human rights e the same ma o mo de a so obi timi si na sorry dan na o say ha na mekoma sorry obi esi clinic ha na obi yare a okọ na so obi so si office say me fan say like obi law office obi esi the office say me here who particular person na uhia me one bra me officer uhia wonko ho me call Assemblies of God baby ameti wa ha fra Brampton me sure say Assemblies of God bebre etwa me ho ahia but me free her drive 40 minutes go Toronto me medical school baby am medical school about 5 minutes obi oti abroche be misa abroche nkranko school baby ekwan wa kra enti distance I obeti me kra nanti and sorry bebre within baby ameti me twam ko baby amen pese me ko enti me hu die nti a se obi asi ne dan na o se bia sa dan we yesi because ni pankofo mo wa ahohia bim ebi ahokyere wa abraha na me hia wo mo wa me ko ye den wo ho enye no na betimi ama se obi enye gay a ekiro ba be dani gay I think so can be about boarding schools the influence may be there because like peer pressure you don't have that mind but e bia ona fofo bi roro mo wo anim nti but there are so many people so a man ko but say Canada here amiti let me keep using here as an example ahanya baby a boarding school say una ma na o see boarding school e bia schools e wo krom has be a boarding school at 1% e be crap 0.001 it must be a fraction because me tikroma 26 years me who boarding school bi ada me nti say madam fu bi abako boarding school da but there are gays and lesbians here nti omo no mo konsua boarding school bi o baby ana and is it because it legalized wa hanintia na enya me legalized from ha no na omo wo ho e na omo dey prepare na e beji yenye say ti say de nkofo ye Ghana e bi omo akosi office the office was not open for say obi ko chira aware so ana say omo koye bibi it was say mete ho me akasa me nipa we bi daga enti say me ma me bi apam na me nya ba bi nko a me nko he ti say de obi use example say some churches when it's winter time they offer omo demo for nkofo meda ho even summer time omo yes some barbecues for homeless people near the meti ha menye homeless meti me baby me nko food bank nkoje aduane meti me ye me grocery share me ma will I drive from Ifie to food bank to go and get food the fact that there are food banks all around baby ameti me sure say food banks baby twa me ho ahia me nim o address impo because me kopɛ den ho Ghana shops me grocery wo me fan say mostly 80% of my grocery me or no frills nya Ghana for way me de bia me ka say me nti na obi bi Ghana shopper and e come be omo nyesika because me obi am ta koto Ghana for aduane enti anu nkyere say me mpa de kro nti chinchina atwan me ko because esi me hwan no he ya it's not that nyesa na te enti sad we no mu bie no and I think so can baby say bring it international attention. There are so many websites Ghana for Ghana or create LGBT people there lesbians here gay there whatever those websites have been out on YouTube since forever Ghana wa no mu create here nti enna ebia edan na pie na yemo say omo international supporter I don't think say enne ya no mo ko Denmark ambassador anabibi. That person must have been supporting the NGO from day one. That person must have been supporting the NGO dada. Into omuye events, and it was easy so be invited no. And yes, be all of a sudden omo pay international attention. I am sure they've been getting that attention from the dada because all these NGOs. See, I think said last year 2020 June. Now was saying LGBT for event be Ghana. In fact, I was invited. I filled up my documents. I was going to be part of it. Now the whole world. No, but I said Ghana no more host to that event. And this same was objecting to it. But we have to understand, sir, and maybe a chem na nkofo mu free to say ono nkofo mu ye albinos na the people were infringing on their freedom or rights and then nkofo bi kun ya any say na watimi abeko school so a lawyer e bi anke yakunu di na e draw that because ye hu ne say na omo nye normal people but oti ho ye normal person. These people are not seeking for our rear. Maybe it looks as if says na ye more right say mon na mu free dia e chi na mbeka ko seeking for our rear, but enye nru won ye ntimi mfa no nye the target point. They are just seeking for omo freedom ne ade. Now I think the brother PK who can say baby baby a pese obekwa kosua bibi sa but e bi so unu bi ana obabi so ye gay a enya de obepese obi be abuse no. So if in obi abuse na e was depending on baby kwa it will help. Emre bi am say any be 8 months or so and a boy bi de to social media say or your feminine looking to say papa your friend na ye buo say papa ye boy and okasa soft into your trot room or when the baby or minding the business obi friend on okasa or phone so no mote the voice and one yes we gay ye bo na yi ni from as enye obi anod na ke twemo say e bi anke ku no. All these things are not right. And kola bi ba so se sia de na o kan say wo fi say e bia menuani or ye kremoni me pesa me de ne ba Kristo summa enye say wo ye ne hey na ono ante de wo ye na se. I was so didn't paint me say time and June no mobile program na COVID near the identity amaso no. I quite remember some control platform be say aden na more objective to adie no. Also bra a open platform. Bra how that day. Now also be explaining the reasons why I feel say any crisis anko for mutimi meeting kra. Because say emrana wo Ghana no human rights no protect obi adia. E was obi atimi this is not a meeting ye kunipa. Enye meeting ye try am robbery. Enye meeting baby sister you say and you also my prostitutes grandpa could be office was said then meaning say illegal say will be by a prostitute or Ghana and I say other places so be a prostitute that still they are there ebi a umuntu could be office because of say a illegal act nankasa as being a prostitute. The act now that's a problem e Ghana and they say you cannot they have not legalized so betimi obi aware. But yenka say untimi any obi nkosha dem nya de obeye as two grown up adults am consenting to each other. Yenka say me feel say madam for ne adwo amansa me ne no sexual relationship intimi ni nkodwom enkodidwa yentimi nante nko office bi e pese yeko. So you cannot compare that to prostitution. The act of prostitution already not a crime. But say me my dress na me gina kwa ho na me sell say me a prostitute. Don't me meche me bom say me a prostitute. Say a be office bi o baby ho na prostitutes na ko share for meeting. I wouldn't know. Obi so ntimi nko ho nko share o mo say hey sister ya wo ko say the way yi ne ho ide. But say you can't Obi. They are treating people based on how they dress, how they act, how they talk, whatever. I think what these people were trying to get for the most part, they say, because Ghana frowns so much on it, you know. Obia take me read it, BB. Me read it. Which one is on? Me read it, BB. Last week we program me here, and I think I'll read it here. And BB na Obi Accra. Oops. Accra bia what did BB ako two group man for share, and I think Nipano, because of say people frown on this, you know, the person decided say, and this is not something I created. Obi WhatsApp way, I'll read it. Or say, let's eradicate. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. Let's eradicate LGBT forever by killing them one by one. Let's use social media platforms to lower them into thinking we are one of them. Once we get them, we invite them to where we are, kill them, and burn them. Every Ghanaian hates them, and we will be applauded or whatever. We won't be jailed even when we are caught. FOH, I think says he will support this movement. Blah blah blah. It's about 7 lists of things. This is what I think they are trying to prevent. The fact say obiti baby no dey share nitrim say Ghana buying support. Why support? Why? It makes me abu obi. Mimiti hey. The anchrophobia. They were raped. One of them need 3 months. Me a single parent. This girl was raped only because we're a lesbian, and 3 boys targeted her, went and raped her. or decided so beko police me put me advice in some police station also slow because boys they say or police station ko report or most or evidence on baby show say or near assume see we lesbian. So is this right? This is when you're 19 all this way that office no maybe they will even teach people say okay obi attack you shouldn't have to be afraid. Go to the police. Say happen. I've heard about girl be also a transgender person. I think so Germany. I see a friend no. Media Wood. Metie interviews be or kase Ghana at some point or boase. Maybe tricky no to say the na akra ken. I say omo ye gays or whatever. And okoye no say no omo boa na omo ye group na nye nipa baako. Enti ono she got or ye repu no. Ebro no or police station yes I lock you or not 3 weeks say or no momukra get it. This is what is happening. About a year ago I think they were creating a US story 18-year-old teenager obi share that and chat say or website to say me a gay the chat me one share me will be fear nipa ko dru ni fear no what you can say like you know you will bleed from Uvena eventually you die or need to after Chichano. Now, I am 19. Them say them shit.
Stars, I have a question. Yes. I want to ask you a question. All right, so you said it all. The program you say is LGBT good to be legalized in Ghana? What is your perspective? Who prefer say NBA office not legalizing in Ghana and I say we shouldn't do that?
Okay, so the office was not for the legalization. I will not go there because I cannot say is it okay to legalize or not to legalize. When the office says the office, maybe I'll get there. The office no musi. Okay, I'll get there, maybe. The office no musi, you know. Omusi no say, omo the protection. I think they should allow it.
Don't go to the office. Okay. Oh, you prefer say you legalizing LGBT or Ghana?
It's not that I prefer. I would wish they would. I don't have a problem because I mean LGBT near me cause me and I make I say me oba minim say oba ware bema ye or Canada ye jitum say oba ware bema minim say Canada have ye jitum say oba en ware oba mete ha mejaya ware over 10 years me ware oba ware bema but the freedom is there for me to do. Enti se me nya ya edi enti na se me ko Ghana nko an na ye oba ware oba dia me kwa ware oba. I will do if I want to do. If I don't want to do sister Fiati way. Meet me manam sister Fia and then they would tell me cross I was but me who say only Ghana. Baby I will legalize so and so no brana me kwa no so no di mechi. If she doesn't want to I cannot force her to marry me. Me wana fufobia met me ni o makasa bia madam oni enko sorry Assemblies of God they good then every crime ni pana kasa 20 years or mama sorry. I cannot go and chichiri ni pano from the fear and mama sorry mani ye. Say nipa ni fi so no oye obi a won kwa sorry ana oye Muslim ana oye obi kra onji esum bi ani a me timi chichire no enti media yes so mbe legalize am any problem bia with it me I don't think say mebusuani bi o te Ghana onye gay ebe sorry akọ ohonom say yes em na de me ma ne me timi ware enti mo mesen kwa ware me I don't think it will happen like that. And I make Canada ha oba ware oba ye be ma ware be me me sorry nko say yeah, freedom, me by worry or baby, and freedom, me correct baby. Because me yeah ready 10% me yes out here. Enti so you be na say what you know from na side any bit me push you. Then they need the knowledge, they need the education. Say peer pressure there baby your companyfo bi wo hono mo a onim nsa no opie na na fofo onom nsa na ye ne say okay madam fu yi no muti mama nkonkon no bi so obi nye gay dada on konko so kwa ye gay. I don't think that is how it happens. And awareness na no create ni na no awareness omu create for LGBT for ankasa enye se wonye LGBT ni a brabe join ne na mum se bibia wa wo ba bia abekọ asem to wa I think say call back be kan say enti adenti na ne omu nshom ba bi na wo hia help na wako when the help is available it's easy to access. To say me hey, I make us asem too ni between myself and Lady Loki. Na was enka Loki behind me say went me ama. Ne sister younger Farah. Yeah, ne track ya krana ne pen contact te say hu ye den hu hia we ohun. But say dey no baby ko anya me no say me Canada akofa fun ko obi. It was even very hard to get sa krana contact because omodi ni din ba to social media say o ye hermaphrodite no o free social media. So edin ani enim ne contact enim nyina ye Facebook. So to get the personal contact crowd to track and say, Uncle Kune home, ne papa be any say, why, the stepfather, this animal, that was very hard. But I know himself office be or baby, any auto for body ever to me talk cry, be our baby's office, not Jimwa. Say, me, Piquet, way, on your gay, on your lesbian, on your transgender. So, what Ghana says, see, who peden was our office work. Unless they were pushing any bit to say, I wouldn't copy information, then yes, I will copy them.
Maybe I know.
I don't think so. And now compare because what the compare says would be a BB fear now ton illegal and I say whatever. What they were doing there, no, it was nothing illegal. They were just having a meeting. Yanko Shirawa Rebi was when I say, hey, they had parties. Yes, normal say what in Ghana will be me have the freedom to have a party. Me yes, you say Mrano say party. Me yes, you say Mrano say who ambassador untimi friend say who your programmer. I don't think say there was anything they were doing. Nuntina ebi kra president nankasa no untimi met take official board stand emeka hwe. Sorry na say wakona yebusebusa the question who be my LGBT for no say there be then kofo atwe ho kakra bi no dem abeto ho. But they have omum rebi aso because our yes me omware wo ho. Yan kotisi yesu omu preach aware. Yan tisi yesu omu shira aware. So they were just normal people like many one omu party na omuko meeting meti hey ebia I'm a registered nurse enti ebia me join nurses Ghanaian Nurses Association na bibisa out Toronto me sorry na because that meeting na mra be na mato obi enti me nka say ade na wakọ sa meeting enti no chinchina atwan ebia me wadamfo bi onye nurse but meti me invite no oh brane enko ha obekọ it doesn't make the person a nurse tomorrow because they've joined that Ghanaian Association of whatever nurses. It's office there. It's there. Say well, no ma. Go follow me again. That no on baby. Say raise awareness. Raise awareness to those who are already gay. And yes, will be on your gay. Not to one. No, sorry. Say. Me, I don't even know. Me hot dog that. Me hot dog that. 26 years ago, na me was younger brother. Not a hot dog. Me na me yemano. Na the smell of it, no. It pisses me to me. Enti me life nya bepe na me hot dog da. Enti e chi no obi hot dog be gu me kwan no free kura na. Me fa nya hwe bia na me ma na pe bi. What you say? So if you are not interested in it, why should it bother you if it's there or not? And no baby na me example say asori bebre wo wi ase. Asum bebre wo ho. I'm not a Muslim. Me a Christian class so I choose the specific part of way. Enti me trans sorry bi ko baby a ma sorry wo. And no interest Assemblies of God wo baby enti me ko bi. Roman Catholic wo baby enti me ko bi. Enti die enti na me sorry. Na me nye gay, na me nye lesbian. Ni e bi office bi o baby say gays and lesbians nko honko di information. Na me sorry am ko pe den ho. That is me mentiase.
As I say your point is well made. Wahanum. Now before say PK ubeba mu no, mame enka ayi kakra said the bear ansana mama wa bemu. Abusia for say opese o join the conversation. No opese ofra phone number no and that's on WhatsApp call no and a was no and a face studio line no. And a was no. My main kind comment kakra PK because omo aye no di you know was me comments and sana your friend is saying ya twaso because almost so a part of the conversation. So omo mfre kra omo de omo comment pa eno ehu hia me pa. Kofi essay is criminal awareness sister say wa that means and na sister say wa can be na Kofi eso so wo ho. Ebenezer Redu or say albinos too are cursed people. They should use poor money for albino money rituals. And then they have minimal me pacho Ebenezer Bedasa also ode where Abba sister Ida Tabrisi good evening. Sister Ida, good evening, pa. Minim say be brains so ekawa because this week in ya back and forth me ne wu mi no e wo ayi super anti ofra many beje ho say obefre me da say ogabi akwaba Kofi so can be Kofi abiko or bakasa can be sister fear is devastating talk about what the law says. Ghana had never had a case with albinism. Kofi enye Ghana ne ni omunyaye na emumu no na tete no na ye feel say omo enka nipa ho nti na nka wosenka omo no yeku ye omo wukura omo ye wo omo a ye di omo eyi musuo human rights activists say and omagina ama omo atimi ayeden atimi enso so yahu sese omo so yeden eka enipa ho etese yen afi nso so ya kofidie na mayi ano no Raskino or say one human race and that's all. Raskino diano and so no kofi biemu or say the Roman thing is a doctrine. Kofi sani ya kan dia and anka meka se your friend is saying lesbianism no and I say gay and I say LGBT no and also a doctrine. Wonni mu a wonso so untimi enka se your friends you're wrong. Nti sana e hodie no enso so meka no. Pike bramu mesan everyday ankofo kakra.
Yo, Obi Medase. This Stefia so Medase. Me who say my first offense introduction to the whole topic and then my general opinion no. Itimu say we otrotro ni makakra. It's good. You know, that's good. Now, who make a statement be na me pese me church ni me bi kakra. And who cousin Muzoka say we are registered nurse, which is good. You know, in my profession, I'm a clinical.
Yeah. Lower base volume no kakra ma me a nkebede.
Okay,
yeah, koso.
Okay, all right. All right. No, professionally, no, me here, IT, but for some years now, no, I've worked as a clinical applications analyst. So when it comes to maybe on my metiase kakra, I would like to enlighten you on certain things. Now, there is a difference between identifying human as a gender. There's a difference between because I when I have to work on like reports and stuff, you can pull gender and you can pull sexual orientation. They are two different things. At the same time, when you talk about human rights, say in my first we say now I said say identifying the person first as a human and sana work on the sexual orientation. So said they make out here. Intino say nipa no say yen ye Ghana for no ye hu nipa no say number 1 nipa ye hu no ase oye nipa se bio onya boa oye nipa. So at here and sana ya ba nipa no sexual orientation. So aba identifying say okay nipa no oye straight oye homosexual and now say oye lesbian. So at here when you come to the gender aspect of it, they look at you as either oye either oye male, female, transgender, or hermaphrodite. They make out here. There's a difference. In fact, obi sexual orientation and identify ni gender. They make out here. Nipa no gender no ejina ho say me say me gender a male. My sexual orientation is straight. Obi gender a male. By my sexual orientation no a gay. So at say so no obi so ne de a female and the sexual orientation a lesbian. So at say maybe the another can say for human rights human rights goes to your gender. Say yeah, identifiable. So you nipa. So at say that is human rights. Human. So at say sexual a friend is saying orientation and your sexual rights activist groups fighting for some rights. So at say but
so
when it comes to
in your proposition, PK, are you saying say okay, so my okay, let's say my sexual orientation is gay or whatever, and I'm born a female, obviously. Are you saying you can actually separate the two, Anna? Because yes, if it's human rights, it's human rights. Are you separating the two now?
Yes, yeah. Yes, you can. And I've worked with.
How are you going to separate? Okay, my sorry, now me a lesbian. I respect you, Evelyn, as a human being, but maybe I'm a bull because we're a lesbian, and then you still say,
No.
Oh, I have the human rights. Where does the human right fall? Because I am who me, Evelyn, and making me who I am and what my sexuality is.
PK, Mr. Omenya Ubi wa line so a me pese obe real quick answer na ya to aso. Prophet.
Papa.
Me ma wakwa ba prophet say Kwame Jubilee TV Ghana, Jubilee TV GH ne dia na nka me hwese ono so betimi a join ayi live but wantimi an join it na me gidi se ohwe wa chire na owo bibi kakra enso so de ka wa ha nti mesremo abejafo moma ye ma no time kakra na ono so emfa ne de emremu kakra ansa na ya to aso we de mesre prophet me ba cho wo ho na se wote yen ka ma wa no nkọ kakra e ma me gidi se na wo hwe
yo mechia mama sawa ne uncle pike ne anti
Stefia oko ana doctor
anti ana doctor mechio munyina once na metie kakra fa lesbians ne ne yakokọ so no se eyesa edia na ma se wa kan se bebre a akose once obi tie chire obeka se mama se wa de wo kan sa nkrofo no ho ana da bi once obi a na so eda fam na obi a owo ntobwase ehwe media niema ekọ because ma se wa kan se mi se omo meetings bi omo ye omo the way an ensem ne ba no once obi tie chi obe ka se bi a ada oni omo na ko meetings ane ade na ba me hwe another side na mama se wa yo bi a ne nsem o ka no akoye se o ka no pim me so sa na me so me life te na me ka kakra yen hwa de bi o Uncle Pike Eshawa, untie masama meka yie pa. Papa Obi Aware. Obi aye na yere ayaka de. Oye ne basa. Ana na yere ni bejaye. Oni ni jaye no. Eye den na yere akoye lesbian. Emema no so ka ho papa. Ena ma no bebre akohye sa suban nim. Emema no dodo na aka ho. Ye pema yaka de dodo. Ayani ena nwene se ema nyame de omaye nyame de omache ema ye special we don't know but what we do is say oh ye ema de ema ye so boafo ne hwan you have to know say ne wo nyame de amaye no e kire se nipa ne ye onfe pa de a ene bona ne aka de na wo ye no me pa cho di kan so ye onfe pa de di kan fa dua bo onfe wodi dua no bɔ mfe na anya wo yade a ɛne ɛbɔ na wo bɔ ba no ɛnyɛ hwee but so wodi dua bɔ mfe na wo sɛ mfe ne yɛ wo yade a ɛne ɛka hu sɛ saa pɛpɛpɛ ne boro a wo bɔ ɔba no saa pɛpɛpɛ na wo de ɔba no kɔ ha mu but media kakra metuma ka de to aso ne sɛ yɛmmɔ mpaeɛ ma yɛn nuanom bi a ɔmo kɔ saa situation ne mu ebinom deɛ no ɛyɛ boapayɔ ebinom deɛ nso ɛyɛ yakayaka deɛ mini minister bi ba wɔ Ghana I don't want to mention because of security reason mini minister bi ba wɔ Ghana ha ɔwɔ saa suban ne mu me ne tena ase di nkɔmmɔ ɔsɛ papa ɛnyɛ me o me papa wɔ sika nanso yɛ mfii me nti ɛsɛ ɔkɔhyɛ saa suban ne mu ɛyɛ society bebree wokɔ nungua ɔmo yɛ wedding daa nungua koko beach side ɔmo yɛ wedding hospitals, police form, penny form, lawyers form, judges form. Eti saa deɛ wei sɛ nyɛ mpaeɛ ɛwɔ awurade anim a me nso ɛyɛ meta bi sɛ nyankopɔn asɛm o sɛ papa wote soro ɔyɛ dɛn ɛne saa nneɛma yi but waka no wɔ n'asɛm mu dada sɛ wɔanim nyinaa bɛba nti mete sɛ ɔyɛ obi ka sɛ o wiase na wie yɛ na ɛkɔ aboa ɛmma ɛho wei kora deɛ ɛyɛ nketewa wei yɛ nketewa koraa coronavirus is as you say nyane Michael Jackson no time ton we dey yan ketwa nti mesra ye nyina we should not condemn anybody but we should pray for them because baby I ni baby kono mama say waka say me say ne ba e ka so kosa su bani ma mama ni e chese me besesa nkola na nya wo ma wo e me ma chese me so mo ba Ghana sɛ saa nneɛ no na bɛkɔ so deɛ ɛkyɛ sɛ mmɛsesɛ ɔmo ba Ghana na meme de Ghana nteteɛ bɛtete ɔmo because aha deɛ yɛfrɛ mo ba gawaya
Man of God,
before play
man of God, man of God, you mentioned Michael Jackson. Oh yeah, right, pal. Now yeah, out here, Michael Jackson.
Baba wotie me ko DJ school in Nigeria.
Oh wow.
DJ school in Nigeria.
And I also put Michael Jackson.
No. The specific one or kind. Way back 1995, Michael Jackson track. He made mention of coronavirus, the Western mask, where social distance.
Coronavirus, yeah.
You know,
I know.
Yes, you know, is it not doctored? And yet doctored tape.
I was a little skeptical, yes. Now me skeptical about that, but it could be real. It could be
movies so they mentioned coronavirus and I think what's the name of my name is Mike Crash. I don't know if it's the name of the movie. That was there before coronavirus.
Yeah, Tupac said the same thing too. But most of them were doctored.
All right, Mama Reverend man and fan and we see Reverend Koso.
Yo, me that's it. Me go DJ school in Nigeria. My spinning Skyhawks, Willie G, Citrus. Me Michael Jackson no moon to say na mafo sebio e so me no Michael Jackson 70 baby aye nsema yetia akwa to say yetia na nampadu nwom.
Right.
No ma me go ne boni mu na say Don Carlos say call club ono zuko di asa eno so mede manu si mesre ye nyina say ye mom mpaye onipa bi antene me wo namfo bebre wo sa niema ni mu me ntumi nko condemn no enyam na mebu na tan nyame na ebu ni paten ebi kura pa obi so wo kwa obi so wo a wonye sa adwuma no obi so wo ni sa society ni bi mo nanso na yire kuro ne nete no sebe mu anim ofa na to eno so eno de ye be ka say ye na yire ana ebi nti esi ehwe sa de no ni etumi den ebom me de me wo ko educate that person is not ready to listen to you. So if I know that person is my sister or my best friend, what I do is say I go down on my knees, pray for that person. That's all. I can't condemn that person. The mama say one uncle Pike any Mr. Obi ma can say me friends have cancer na doctor nyina. Ya me nshira mo papa matena ho atie ni nyina na me sesa baby wo mu. Me so me de beto me ho fo. Na me de bi ato nsore manfo. Me obeti ontie enyame asem maka wie na beti ati o se ne owo mo ntie ni asafo ne owo aso no ntie ni sunsuma na se asafo ne ka ti ne osu obeti no ontie ne ontie nso no na obekọ akodom se suma ye de ehu o ma ye beti ya o ye no mo be ye fine but undimi me metamfo me dem ase se mo frɛ me ebe nyame nhyira mo papa no ma one block obi dia o ye no size
me da say prof
me da say patro metimi aka bibi wa ha
me ma ne nkwa na so opese obusa na sem
da bi no me musa na sem me pe obetimi akwa
mami wie
sister se wa obeba mu no me pa cho se wo hwe me na ofrɛ me a mefa but me pese me pa na no si a ansa na me de wo abaso eno nti no me fa wa ya na wanya ntoboase na wagina so ama me kakra apike koso na wanu ensi answer.
Okay, all right. Me person me address it.
Me so ma me kakra e ma pike lande Orlando a me de wo beba so nti me se oja so.
Mame when you be line is it mame born tofa na unti me embraso. Into no, the name person me church much sister sewa right. Yeah, na me do dina is here, but it's here the most sister sewa. See, don't the person me church room say once you understand the difference and I say between gender and sexual orientation, you'll be much more enlightened. So what you say. Now a woman say obi anyone might be a obi say okay, what I'm driving at and say gays, lesbians as humans first. So what you say. And then I know yeah and say mwana okasa oboa ababa woya or go through this situation. Oboa not because of number one.
Okay.
Say or yeah hermaphrodite or yeah lesbian or yeah gay no. Oboa neba obi neba.
I hate some yeah na me pese my friend for no be gina so ache. Enti mesre wa ma mentwa wa no na me mani pakro ni mrem ma right. Hello pacha hwana okase na hina okase free.
Yeah, me pacha Femi na Najima because free London.
Oh okay. Na Najima pacha man nkoma me.
Yeah, the kind of me pese me making a clear point. He said Michael Jackson young Billie Jean no there is no any nelekia Michael Kasafa corona ho. Idea voice ya nkofo bi na aye over it. Eti emo obi amfa ma bonte se mo pa mon go into YouTube na mon checking hwe say the lyrics of Billie Jean no nye sa na tie any kind fair no to first. Ne to so mienu when we are talking about legalities here, I don't want people to bring in religion. Your idea you find a circle, your idea you find a circular. The two no have nothing to do in common. Emra Ghana mra say ye makwan mo obema nware obema oba nware oba. Emra no sinipi sinita. Tese mpokra no the former parliamentary affairs leader I suggest to say emra no kwani too loose because I talk about only unnatural canal knowledge. Etino transgender nka ho enti afei ye be emra no dindin at the transgender any queer sex in the kan ho bi say yempe. Now there's one thing say and if you force uchi ko kwa uni ni ma say you trigger the homosexuality mo Ghana dey until they see the office say omun hia ho na omun nya right omun kodwendwene hwe won bi sa mo ho say America your polygamous office wa omun person mo wade ma miro na ma miensa na say omun person mo ye polyandry no omun offices wa omun kokore sa de mani bi ho emra no say you practice gay any lesbianism mo Ghana me party a me yan say ya wade bi Ghana a convention mra sabi enya parliament na ye nipa de sani na azumi wo team say ye te kromfo ni afa ba ye kobo no eno na ama nkrofo ahu say ya wo boni bi wo ho a fi musio tiwade ebi ni krono ebi ni gay ni lesbian eno na permeate through the mind of some Ghanaians sometimes who say obi ye gay na ye tina bonti a na da buy kobo no the same way no mu teacher kronfo no say krono ye fi musio tiwade no sa na omo de ye omo at that point no dey me against say better kronfo de bebo no and I better gay ni e bebo no now let's go into one thing say the public cry and say gay tiwade it obi oye bibia ne hu as equal or almost as a criminal. Enti say yet dey exchange as a prostitute say na omo kai no omo meeting omo sha onungwa no omo crab onungwa judges koye bi police fu aka omo mafo ho ban say mra no nyaduma no bi dia public will take that law into their own hands me ameka say me fa bank obo gay ni na mom say omo ti gay ni e bu na me nkoje no because public na take say ade ye fi tiwade judge kura de ko nanimu no ebe hu se bakro no ebi judge kura ye sa gay na homosexual no bia ana lesbian na ma ade ya tentene entu da enti no se do be kwa ye be jawa mo akolokọ ye sa ade no e wo suma se de and the public will take it one thing na be beside that say gay for no lesbian for no sorry to say on be hu pa and on be pepper omo pa omo practice omo ade na omo ye no e wo sum se na omo ye no omo pray for rights and they will never have right in Ghana. They can have right elsewhere. I know they me o man me free mu me me from Ghana no ye masa amra no oba brochire na brochire mra epemete a me mete brochire ha bi mra epemete o mikro ameti mu no me nka ho asem because me kan me difo efi se mra ade amra permiti bia no eye right e wo nipa ani so ade bia mra permiti bia no eye right e wo nipa ani so eti se mikro ga na mra permiti a to me no eye wrong eti ma gay for mbisa for right ena osofo asem akokran ne se ye mompa ye mfa mo osofo onyakobo be forgive gay for a e kan for dan koto so do nko mo ri ase omo gay for hia mpa ibo me dia me say ye do be court a judges be ja omo free de and your public na no emfa judgment mo omo be se omo bia mano asi
meda se nana se wo so de aba mema pk mema wo so watu aso afia pk koso.
Okay, Obi Medase. My person may responded to immediate caller. One thing that we should all not condone is violence. So because I think one thing I made mention. They said we should look at we should look at the individual, gender. Say who say nipa any deal, So say me say madam for gay and I say obi a me ne adwuma and obi a me related to gay and lesbian. Na say nipa ne hia mmoa. Na nipa na eba me nchen a obi me nka say nipa ne gay and or lesbian into no mmoa metimi de aboa no me mfa mboa no. I see that person as a human being first. So I say before metimi aboa nipa no and still judge still have an internal judgment of the person's sexual orientation. So that is my problem. But me and also enka say internet one or some of the one me and then not manye. So into what I'm trying to distinguish and say as human beings, respecting human rights and respecting the human rights is identifying the individual first before judging the person's sexual orientation. Say yenina no yetimi etiase to that level say nipa no or say or gay or lesbian no so atiase if the constitution frowns upon it or it goes against the constitution now yes it goes against the constitution and I'm all for it so atiase now me person me addressing one issue Sister Sewa also spoke about boarding schools no yes the America said about gay and lesbian also who said Bibiano, your own so and there are channels to which Sebe, ma yeah, papa no ne, film. Yeah, we are young and we are much more healthier. Corona iba yes say corona no, it affects the elderly, 65 years and above. So the same way, say gay and lesbianism, no, the practice, no, say if it becomes paramount in the society now, it will definitely attack. It will definitely be much more vulnerability, no, will be much more seen in this society where we have a lot of boarding schools where maybe say me call male sex school, me a pojoba. So I say, and time I'm in school, no. Even though you know old school, no, just say you don't even think or dream about it. Say, me who me uncle, bema, like I cannot be or because from the Biaufi childhood coming into the school, no, the community, no, it's frowned upon. Just a but because of social media and because of the awareness of gay and lesbianism, the make us say a bit me affected in Chimano is because one said you okay says hot dogs, hot dogs. Okay, Mr. Answer na mebeba abrochire no. Now I mean I did a friend cheese steak crap na me TB dinner. Until say me bedu kromo ha. So ati ase. But me bedu kromo ase no. Obi de me call Phillies games. Yama we half time. And I yakoje cheese steak. Yakoje cheese steak na say cheese steak here de. Sa suna practice bi wo no ma. Obi wo no ma enye say bia yawunatum and I say onim, but obetima kwa experience because ababetina community, ababetina society, and once the person gets into it, it becomes a practice for the person. Also, I want to address the issue of abuse. Now, abuse now make and maybe na make us may address recent caller. We should condone violence. So we should frown upon violence. We should not condone it. They make out ultimacy here. I will not support say. And I said okoto say yebuobi not yebu nipano because nipano is identified to be gay. It's wrong. Nipani nipa. So what you say? Until opa chem say neba and awakwa kotono. Say yebu because oye gay. Obeka say we neba na wakwa kotono say obi ede tono so say oye gay no. Obama ya bonibane kunana. No, that one I will not support it, and I think say obi mestra etiefu no so no say omo friend ombe trauma dream do, but anything that has to do with violence because platform so people might not be watching live, but people might watch afterwards. So issues be say obi back na so no so e can be here. I know say minimum, and you are not the type you know ube condone violence. So we all have our own friends individual perceptions, individual opinions, but anything that has to do with violence, irrespective of nipano sexual orientation or identifying you say nipa ye nipa first. So and sana yakase enutino say Roman for dear so I would like to touch upon it now.
Before say obeko hono mame enyana face so say doctor are ready ananka wabam na sister say wabam mame ma a little bit yi kakra wa before say nipa na ofre me which is the ofre me sisi a obeko first of ben ade a kan ne say se mutie ye dia I really don't know say bia me nkwa na mete ya na se mutie a odi kan ka say ye buo mo no die one because that is the same
and
way.
And he contradicted himself by saying, say, media memo, but me got to so be buo mo dia media family because on be dia entry o to baby.
Sister say ameba ho. Sister say ameba. O say, on say Ghana na ye che kromfo a. Ye kan kromfo na no na e wo say nipa start say ye.
Which is wrong. Which is wrong.
Your friend say nipa no. Odi kan ka say that aspect no or nipa na ya na ye bo kromfo no enya adwene. Na emomu no because of say yenye bibia wo saade ne hu nti no ya criminalize gay no so nti se gay ni no se ye chena na ye bu no but ono no oya in support of the gay no but the fact of say okohu say ye bu gay a onye hwe no e ho na me nipa no me ne nya adwene because the person we are all interconnected, interrelated. You might think say bia na wuni me pacho hold on gamble hold on ma me kakra memo abaso you might think say nipa na nya wabusuani so you don't care but the fact of the case is say nipa ye bono no somehow no bia na akwa se nya wu kra personally na bia wunim nipa kro no na obi a oben wo enim nipa kro no at that time no say one step in for the nipa na kai hunu say the harm has already been done. So a violence is a violence, whether we like it or not. No, we have to be able to say something about the act now. As a violent, melted to your fellow human being. No, answer na say wa beba ma memfa me call away. So, hello Gambo.
Hello, Kwame.
Me ma akwaba eba OBGH page so me pa cho ma wa no anko.
Yɛnyamnia nti ɔbɛdwafo ne wɔtiefo baabi a ɔmu biara ɛdɔ ne adwumafo a wɔyɛ de boa ɔman Ghana wonia de di kan deɛ mɛka no sɛ Jewfo no menehunu sɛ ɛnyɛ ade foforɔ bi wɔ Ghana ha o hyɛne ɔmu na ɛte hɔ dadadadara o ɔmo yɛ na deɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa de ɔma no ɔtom ɔmo ka no sɛ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛmmagye ntum ma no bɛyɛ sɛ Enumba be class so be ma be wale nyonku be ma na so but data be na fa me woni me be ya gina media twani wo school ya ni mi bia la fa bia bantuma wo chi ama ko bu mo o mu yegi iti no no na edu hu se gu ko ha na ke yenu na wo da yini ni bi bi ni mpani fu bibiri ba na so ko kan bi se abetafo ni lawyers ni ade but the kind of also be any because the dia police ko dia ko you should have put your for your doctor to be moving at any other papa. But if you can say no, doctor in your any. If you have to be a doctor or a good and ask you be a lesbianism, it's in the to a issue, I'm particularly LGBT, and you get heavy. If you're gonna walk up who are in your pretty thing and say, you imagine 2 man better. You see, an idea. I was a gun had a DNA lesbianism, which me worry. That's a many idea Ghana for in a issue, but me, I'm an okay, meaning Coco Bibra or me again. Minimum bed so many years or more. If you move to coin, say, any idea for but say, young per se, I've been a kenna. You do anything to the cry. So the only thing to Casu, and lady, so quiet, Bema for Yonku Bema Crana, and yet a Ghana that got to. I don't know if you Ghana food in Aka no. So only my being smart. Perform for the green. Don't go for you, but much more. We are doing all yet. I don't think you green, but if you Ghana for no. Your man by one match without the get me some from the kitchen. I share phone searching because of the beer. Dona kanti ni maji o modi mai tin yo mbeka bi ana yake yi su tabi enu na Ghana ko do lon kresa tabi no mane yede tinti o be tame uni be
Gambo before say obe koso no mame mbusa wade ye ka se ball aso eja o ti ball aso ja ase ye ka se bi ball aso ja e free ase a wote sa word na yi so wote ase
ai me ti ase bola su ja e kaka ase no yede
e free ase ye obe hu ane se apie so now mame ka ase before so before ase will it be better say maybe like you believe office in there for people to understudy them na ya hwese adie ya ekosi afa dia almost spreading the attack on na ya the education abase okay on sa office we are wo hai this is what they are doing near mankrofo education wo ho rather than say no mo ya adie ne wo sumase with time no nipa adie a umfa wani hu no you will never have any idea about it but say you feel say Ghana for say adie ne nye swati ase almost say adie ne e magana mra but oye ni sumase dia ye nyan manenye but oba outside dia ye boni don't you think that with time no ebe fa Ghana for to say rapture omubehu no na more people have been exposed it na afa dia omugia enye but rather than senka etimi ma eba public then the education supposed to be there in order for people to know say okay this is the reason why I say ade ne nya ayenye ntum no don't you think say no that would be most effective way of making it say a bit Ghana for ana
ma so kwa me mi yakwa me no ya adwene me de omo kubu so omo kotu dan mu de ho na me no omo nya adwene because me gidi pa te na da no omo si eti no omo ku hu so omo me omo office me gidi pa te omo mi ti ho no nyina no mu nyinga da ada but bi anu ti ye de until say ade wi start da ya omo di kiki because me anu me do bo ase na mi ya ba ku yo o ka se am say so the violence in time man the body because so can be say a empire if you want my spiritual you can be ko go mu na wo ye no hwi ni wo empire and you also say but me me so for nya say what you friend say obi on my ma oba create na no say no so for all the so for ka na nya bi da na wo wi waro yi na wo ye ti to and just ko igi and so waro ye na so oba no so dem na no ti put it to ira o so ye ko le ni da bi ho de me so for nya bi ba ko ni na say yonko empa yenyi empa ya na so ka ni empa mpa bo ne de ndo ni ka bi ka me yehu ni se ye kan tu e ka di ta go ba enye mu di sa se de o kan bo che se be che ni mu ni nya wo yɛn yi mu ayɛ kayaka de yɛhu sɛ yɛn nua no wɔ mu because ebi a ne ɔmo ti saa asɛm yɛn no ana ɔmo ma kɔm eti ɛna ɛsɛ ɛbi ɔmo tena ase kasa onua adeɛ wi a ɔkɔ mu seyi yɛakyerɛ no sɛdeɛ yɛkɔ asɔre sɛdeɛ asɔre a yɛkɔ yi obiara mu a ɔyɛ kronkron kɔ wura asɔre dɛm asɔre dɛm akɔ sɛ hospital yɛkɔ sɛ ɛho yareɛ so ade ase saa na ɛsɛ nua no ɛne ɔmo ɛyɛ no ba gidigidi bi deɛ no fi sɛ ɛmo asɔre ɛwɔ kan bɛtumi ka na se yɛne ɔmo bɛ bɔkɔɔ na yɛakyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛdeɛ nneɛma bɛyɛ de ɛbɛsesa kɔ onipa bi wɔakye ne saa sɛ ne kasa a n'ani da no nso ma nneɛma bi wɔ ɔyɛ de ɔkyerɛ de reason why nti ɔyɛ de ɔkɔɔ mu sɛ yɛ nua baako ya no ɔyɛ journalist a ɛsɛ ɔkɔtena UK a ɔsɛ ɔno aba abɔnten bɛka so wɔ ebie ɔsɛ na ha no yɛ ma ne sɛ na ɔkɔ baabi a deɛ esi yɛ no no esi na maa no yɛ de ɔde akɔtena aburukyire sɛ ɔno ofili sɛ ɔno ɔyɛ gay so ebi a Ghana no sɛ nya nso buasɛm ɛtena ase na ne kasa sɛ nua ɔyɛ bɛrɛ ma sɛ ni a ebi a ɔsɛ fine nti kakra mi ti nya kan mi pɛsɛ mɛta amanfo ɛtime
medase gambo medase pa PK for one si ema me na me sister se wa so memu ano PK me yente on kaye
yo obi medase I'm said yeah Adam, I just wanted to create that distinction between us actually knowing the difference between human rights and sexual orientation, and on how to address this issue a lot more. So I see. As I said, Sister Waka said, and Opacha said, me nipa mean to me, or without question, say or LGBT near on to me and obia sorry say and it's a matter of you accepting who you are or you identifying yourself as a lesbian or as a gay person a choice a self we say so as here untimi and sorry nka say awunim say oye bema no untimi sorry nka say menye bema. First of all, you identify yourself as a male, and then you identify your sexual orientation. So I say, that's a why I also need. But one thing I want you to understand is that nipa or two questions. So I say, and a baby son nipa no first. Your baby son first say, what do you see on your transgender?
What was say when I can maybe cano because maybe I woke up on. Then you are forgetting about the transgenders and whatever. The way you identify yourself, I think that this should be a whole different topic. Rather obesity one day. Because baby, I will hate it. It's like a 4-hour topic. Trust me. Sexual orientation, identity, it's a whole different topic, but the point is
it's not the point
what I support you on. You are a human before anything else. So if the human rights protects her, then it should protect you before anything else. That's the only thing that makes sense in this.
When I talk about human rights, I'm not talking about your human rights doesn't protect your sexual orientation. Your human rights protect your gender identification. That is your human right. With sexual orientation, your personal choice.
Is that a separate package?
Yes.
But you cannot treat me. You cannot treat me as two persons. You cannot say, oh, man, I am more Evelyn, but because we're but there be a misandry, we are more Evelyn because we're gay. Which part? You have to take one part. Which part are you taking? You cannot separate me from my sexual identity. I think that is a whole different topic. It should be a whole different topic. Trust me. Because if I start to go there, it's not 10 hours, and I have things to read.
10 minutes near the
registered nurse. Me sure say hospital or organization say Canada and US.
No, Canada.
Okay, fine. Me are very much sure say more electronic health record. Me boy.
Yeah, will be pioneering national show say female male. So in Canada there, you know that we have adult, we have female, we have I don't want to identify. It's going to be a radio health record. Now nipa ni nyame gina we ni so Obejina when him so plan one can say your friend Evelyn na me associate as oba. You can't tell. You cannot treat that person separate from who their identity is.
The me patron say, so mu use health record, right? Standardized health record biano. You have to identify. You have to collect more captured data and more patient information. You ask the person, nipan gender, and sana.
And you don't. I make a say me baby but make me a sample. They are sending no they are sending. You don't have to identify as a male or female. There are about 5 lists: male, female, other, transgender, whatever. Baby crowd I say I don't want to mention.
And I don't page ma. Apply fill application gender no. Yeah, the male, female.
This is Canada. Mini baby but Chrome has so compared to man. Female, male. I don't want to mention transgender, other. So you decide. You can decide. I don't want to mention. You can decide I'm trans. You can decide other. So it doesn't tell you who the person is.
And you're not a more standardized way of we see it. But what I know is that there is a clear distinction between gender and sexual orientation. And the distinction is that your gender is either you are male, female, hermaphrodite, or transgender. And sana, your sexual orientation, where you identify yourself as straight.
But you may be anyone who you straight, you lesbian, gay, unless you may be associated with that. So you are confusing the two. So who go baby say, oh yeah, transgender, oh yeah, bema, oh yeah, oba, oh yeah, other. I may say me other because me sexual whatever, or I don't want to mention what I am. What you say? But you wanna go unless prostitution, I say no be for that.
PK, and this is that say what I'm saying.
No, that will have to be a different topic. Trust me, because if I start to go there, it's a whole different thing.
Okay. The canon. Okay. Yen stick it to LGBT issues.
Yeah, because this is we are going off the topic. This is a whole different show. Trust me.
And you know, my main comment na message media na nche na me de aba awie ye. Me wo
comment. Na me can send bi wa hanom. To the all redo comments ni we are.
Read comment na me ma wo last say now say why ye we. Me comments ba ko a me kan afri either at a or see human right doesn't protect a criminal offense. Sister say okay, and so no. And about Koswa or the buyer or say I don't agree with you, Obi. Leaving the office will mean that we have to change our constitution. Okay. Yeah, that is and also so who said who say a change constitution, Nana Mensaji Nana net saying and so dia or dia boss say mind your
Mensaji me pay attention to the conversation. Asema na PK kano na about Canada asema na ye ka men ka say Ghana or more the 5 whatever. Mobile page no so just because obedient you can just say anything insulting. Don't do that. Oh yeah, nurse onye also your message onye let me tell you something. PK and come on and only be no about Canada. Meaning Ghana say me more Canada. Meaning me go page more Canada. Meaning what they ask there. Mobile platforms one movie somebody my church the moon
say hold on mama here at the mean nice message we in Canada doesn't make anybody you have no knowledge about the law.
Say mind your speech. Being a nurse in Canada doesn't make you anybody. You have no knowledge about the laws in Ghana. The 5 lists you are saying doesn't exist in Ghana. When we're talking about Ghana, over platform, pay attention.
Fred, attack directed to the dipana or a unisono. Say message no they buy Mr. Yeah, ma attack no directed to the person now as na eba aba behage Mr. Wa and mama young and koso your friend say PK.
Yeah, Obi.
Okay. Say dear we said and I'm a kind no sister so I make best say ubenya to boase because we are me panelist So what you say? Ubenya to boase.
Oh yeah, but and see also catch or more church was don't insult the panelists because I'm a panelist but I'm a human first, and so my temper can go high.
Okay.
No. That's a what you.
Hannah being the human first comes in. I'm a human first. It's May I want to just say my last thing and even log off because me I'm
or the message ni ba message na nya beto where we but me meka say wo de me na wo communicate wa asisi a enti wo no meka say wo nya ase what must the mum say message ni keep coming
because me read the comments no and I'm like what is he trying to say?
The message, is trying to attack you, or then I have to come in and do something about it because me panelists.
Sure.
Yeah. Be able to me abaswa me buni pakrono. I was say with the message in ba me show. May attack me panelists no. So what I said that is where me human instincts no at the bem anti metal. Yo start say wa mema wo ayewe your friend is say mema wo I'll wrap it up money because you may be an
okay, so first of all, sorry, sir, may attack you, will be here, but obviously I'm human, and being on your panel doesn't mean say we'll be able to make a. So let me first apologize to you for maybe lashing out on your so guest to so when you okay. First thing, so I wrote here say I think say na osofo ose kwame ana sa na odemeboa.
Yeah.
Osofo kwame oba so no. I think that no can say let's show love. Meaning papa bi okrom ha no ma. No pe ma sempa. Enti opie no okọ party okrom aso ye parties anajo. Debi oba na yire say na okofa obi na wachi obi enti ono okoshi oba bia na odi ka nipa number no dey share ni bottom no oba nyina obo mpa say ni ore afia yire be say no apia ponte no afre nipa mada wonya nko fia me ba me akọhye so oyin. Sana sade we aba be o stripike ya pa. Enti se wonu bi ye gay or lesbian. Now person otwene ben wa o ebia unim we say obi wo kra onim say there are any ebia bible biblical implications but ni bi wo because you obi an read the bible you obi an kwa sorry obi wa onim say bi kra e wo say o body nye ready we akra menye say and whatever to say the next step ka say now issues whatever obi wo kra onim hwe just okotomu wie. So why don't you bring that person closer to you now teaching the pan say we say a say we say nani pan make a proper choice ebi ni PK now can say uni I don't know say we use cheese steaks or say cheesecake that and you ba abroche na be hu bi say udibi but LGBT for enya say omuni Ghana dada na afa no mu free baby abesi ho santam omo wo ho dada kra over 40 years and sana me ye wo me they were there enti enya ade a afa na ye new na abepie enti e bia unhu bi da na na wahunu ma me nkotra nhwe e wo ho dada nkofo ye dada enti you cannot make that comparison to ade a wo ba wi ase unhu bi da na wo ba America o se minim ba bia wo be hu bi na wo kope obi commenting wa ha say enti say we Ghana I think say one Williams be commenting wa ha say enti say we Ghana ni na otu kwan kokro bi a ya legalize gay and lesbianism wo ha e ma wo be da ni gay ana and e ma wo be lesbian ana. I think say Obi the Williams and it's a very valid question. So what's a Ghana? Now you say you legalize gay and lesbianism. The only gay crowd better than gay because the information is out there. Yeah, things are legalized. It doesn't mean we're doing it. Because Ramadan for be Amsterdam, I think about 2-3 years ago. Who call red? Is it red doors? A red one. Kofo AJ Jahomaro Romo. So area who you know so weed smoking. Marijuana when legalize or much motor. Me no we nti eno nti me kwa Amsterdam na madam fu ni fi achi what say they have say omo Tim Hortons ne like coffee shops na ye bia ni sa kwa na ye jama ye ru ama na watua utimi kra tena ho no nti o say me call ye no me kwatena ho na me kotobi because eh na dey like menya freedom ade e bi ni me krom a say dey wa ha it doesn't work like that. I think say obi so can say no crap de ye bibia na matie e waka e ya me the best and do obi na watie 18 minutes interview a lady bi wa Ghana radio station and another young lady or identify so or LGBT member or a lesbian and within the interview no me ka we abesi because of a warning hwan say me bem obeka say auntie onye na wo ba cross den and I think say baby pk na obi can say ye na ana kwala bi na kan ye na de as I didn't go for a tiny passo, said a better population. So it's not true. Yeah, well, excuse me, your heterosexual couples or married over 20-30 years. Obini na ira wari over 30 years or more way. And no, Emma ni paso metsi. Sana to send a yekas Roman Catholic fathers, sisters, or more worry. Emma ni paso tea. Sana what LGBT couples are almost so through fertility support, almost so. It is okay say will be a gay and lesbian tea. A betty ni paswa. Minimum a whole lot of, in fact, my age more fertility clinics that not more than 50% of your money assist your mono. No more LGBT couples, and they were having babies. And me who have will be LGBT, I bet say I will not say baby so. And I think say baby so be back can say I didn't know my BSI office no more associated. And I just wanted to know, say, is it a criminal activity? Say nipa bibe shiakeke. Edin komo bi efa wo mo aho. Nenya ware nenya hwe no mo shiakeke. So I'll leave that question there. Okay, and I think that baby so Dr. Neka say the resources are not there. It's very easy to influence people. Say will be the sika, but that will be. It's resources nini honum. Now you see your time. There be any LGBT assembly. Why don't we focus on getting the resources? Ejuma, school, employment, self-train. Why? Ebi ame wo msika na me ya me carpenter na me okay ya. Be me bi ntimi first ka bi me push me say me ya be me ntimi membra no me na. So when the resources are not there, we should push for that resources to be there. Said the bear obiti ni baby on planning so koye gear. Only resources nane ho chiri ninti no. Obiti baby na or say brana me ma 20 cedis. No akomi emi ano. If the resources are not there, why are we not talking about that? The whole week in go forward still time talking about this LGBT, something that we don't even want to hear, know about. Suddenly it has a blow out of proportion. It's everywhere. What I know TV everywhere, LGBT, LGBTQ, LGBT, whatever. Okay, so that too is there. Where's the fifth point? Okay, so I think I've mentioned that already. Say Bible mono. Nipa bebre Bible di. Me Bible di. And a lot of people say, so yes, here we am ready say we am ready. And say wouldn't say Bible di. Now per se bibi or Bible mu be mu dia. Then you know say you can say in the end no like this LGBT issues here. It is how the Bible did now say be our Bible moon or say bemudia. I think tina unyin necessary or say bem. Umpire albeboni unyami abedan as say anya will baby, anya unubi. But I was a bemudia, never say Yanko Passam never trokunkunimun in Abemudia. Definitely, no matter what we do, even if Obia woman Kagana for Kwana or Munji gay lesbianism and to me a Shiviasi baby and Kagana and Kwakrana. There will be gays and lesbians there because our Bible na yanka sayajia tum na yasi abrofone de prayer and yajia tum. But be before abrofone kayan tum. It's in that Bible. Say it's there in Revelation. Meaning Bible must be go two way, but it's there. We all know say what say and then no say beba. It is so the Bible. This thing Yanko Poka say man better wa ha. Yanko Poka say the no beba ma. I didn't know if he say any say bem. Nini na wa was say to me bem. What the end say obebon pa say anya wo baby anya wo nua bi ni nyina I was say bem
that's how yeah
okay so me bao okay I'll just say one thing now obi can say I think say call be na can say so obi practice polygamy or say then obi amu o mo say I'm so say as a US. So because I didn't know because could be office for US as a polygamy, whatever. You have to understand, say, so Obikwa could be office, say or polygamy atumo. So being could be office, so say Piketi way, ebi or wire. Now so your name better pana. Not ya or the American army, so I'm a costa no best ramia. Fine, I'm ready a man the question of our remedy. But Obiason got chine mono say yabu brawe because then only will be chimpana. Obianko bono. Canada ha polygamy anyone say yajia tum say chinchire twan nipa nware mienu but ye wo Canada he ya so ye won kofo a because of say community you say religious or whatever sa abrofo yo mugugu baby they allow them wo up north Canada ha they marry a madudo bi on person ware agi omutum ye nyina ye hu so omode ti omo ho no maye ban wo baby na ho no mte no mo ware obi ankobo wo it is a mete ho na se me si me ye gay me ye lesbian. Na se unji min to mumbo se o se mitimi ware wo kro na me bomu na. I don't think se o se utimi bo me. and now to me ya yaka there now share me oye dede and I say na na my kind say ya mo so bi bu am de menyo over ko to obi na the voice keke nti yes the voice so ba ye bo no wan je no na ebia na echi no be wukura be fine house say na onye gi na ne niema bi nesasa nti I think say media so be legalize gay legalize gay it does nothing for me because me tikura legalize gay men sorry nkoko ware oba so I don't see say peer pressure and I said peer pressure nko na we Ghana fo nko aso a see ko bi sa office na echi na obi aba be da ni gay say nipa no be ko ho ana ono wo ne feeling dada wo ko dada and I think that is the whole ball and ebi mo so kind a whole bunch about the Cana that sodomization. Remember bebreni omo they're doing that with them. So does that become a crime? And now omo heterosexuals is okay. I think say I've said enough.
All right, but that's sister say doctor. Wo ye ne wo na edi program no but why am missing in action ti me do be ma doctor be ma now so they are wrapping up.
Actually, yeah, me also. I was going on my other platform. Now me another meeting. Usually, one there's a question there. But I just finished. I'm part of NPP USA board. And I was having a meeting. Why not just obey a magana konenimu? Nana Kufa, the Niama, why not just obey magana konenimu kwano, Yampa bon. The bishop can give one as a bumper, as a bumper man and Kufa not now. No, you're gone and I gonna bear crab, I said the oil, and he's a man of his words. Who tends somebody by why not just say Ghana there? Very soon, Ghana Benjamin Tuma was say under his presidency, gay will never be legalized in Ghana, and it was a nice.
But I don't know what was with me about your bold stand. Me person make MPP assemble and I mean person make Kufuado assemble, but I know the man personally. What was our page that one your official statement? I'm sorry, them no questions. He can never stand anywhere and make that official statement, and he knows the reasons why.
What they find people? Ghana that almost deviated from whatever they are saying in
Ghana ye nyame so man e man nyame so wo so de ye nhwe say bibi say be koso. Anyway, on the serious note, let me say we've said it all. And that kind of it's a topic of itself. I'm saying Kenya, and I've been observing. We have Obia a very great perspective. Obia with opinion I have very, very strong. Which is the PK Kenya. I mean, we have a differentiation of how to see them as human and their gender difference and how they come up with. And the two, sister say, as part of human rights, the first one where doesn't mean say also a two but the legalization will bring a lot of things up to speed. Too rampant as it's supposed to be. I don't see one of the things that we don't have to allow it as a country. And I would take Ghana, so almost made the same submission. Say the fact here means it will be allowed to be influenced, to be allowed. And be gay school, be a gay bank, be a gay way. And I said, I can't say more Ghana, because of Sebio, whole China sisters, we've been talking about it every day. People who have the authority, who have the power are helping. There are so many people who are helping Ghanaians to stand on their feet. But the mentality of the people, Ghanaians as human, as people, mental change. You see a best sayadwin on said they see who near mafa. Asamba, yeah, so be a hawk or can't say me. Asem so tears on tears. What is here kind, you know? Non swab, non swab, your pen work. We say no, as I'm making. And then I had the how. And we had 3 days, one thing was in the Bibi Betchema. The answer, Obi Bedi Canada, Japan attempt, now better topic. And who never kind, you know. Ghana for no, yeah, stomach direction, yeah, players and your stomach direction players, but be a born about the honey in which is so sad. But the bumpire said, free SHS here and Naku for the Abbey is going to bring a lot of. It's going to bring Ghanaian literacy level into a.
Doctor, my Mewtwo. Me person free SHS. So okay free SHS. I mean, man for what NT. Me say okay free SHS. I mean, man for one NC. Me say wo. NT kwaso.
Mama no see.
Men for free SHS.
Literacy problem no. So illiteracy problem is so high. Into your vampire say in the next 10 to 15 years, no. The
same literacy problem in Tina. Obiako be office kwaji protection kekayebu omo. The same literacy problem.
The here is a benyantiasia. Hey, oh, Yebenya high literacy Ghana, at least 65%. They are mass majority of Motini maybe I say. So the bear insecurity munina no a bet just and antiasia about Dawson. But what beauty as a pumper bontan and I'm making. Young mom pie and town of no one way.
I want to chassis now the stick it to the topic.
I owe the wrap up with him so I wrap up and we make copy case.
And I didn't know see. Okay. Nami sure know what you my power, but MPP we are going to be
PK Kosumame, my mutino, PK Kosumame, my mutino.
Obi, Medasi, say, well, we need to as a doctor. What should I answer? Well, anyway, Medasi, now, Konya, or mami, say, what me ache? Na, and then as a me, quite better, me hokakra. Na, meka bibi kakra for the doctor Kanaso. One way say so anka menya yebetimi are talking about whole infrastructure in Ghana no Sebio Obi I think say Ghana no say the am talking about the developing countries no omo putting in structures to move forward no Sebio Ghana say we are putting in structures to still go back. We still going back, and sometimes my main can't being show. Make me say make or take, right? Now, maybe I'm say say yes, my combo degree, but degree I'm boy, yeah, and yet we say because how say Tio Chroma say no one thing I've respected Chroma say one thing I've respected omo insano juma. So as I said, Ghana or say yes, your educational system. We are building on mining can be and unemployment and then on baby school, a human Ghana because Nipa no baby school no bebano. Wako chireno, Sebio, me what tech, me a printing technology. Machine a me printing technology no. Ye you no 18-1 machine, 19-1 machine. Into Mr. me school no. Make kwa pay man. So for say machine na ye de chire me no. And then I make kwa no, we have new technology. So as here. Into no say ye be ma on my so mine be koswa. We should veer away from your education or say your educational system no. Ye collapse no. Na ye de fofroba. Miti makosua BBS BB the Venn diagram. Mr. Venn diagram na so far so a man will be as me buy. If you are my way, Obi, say wako ejuma ba, ofa phone, check your account, and yema me and sounds the day, and I share addition. subtraction and equal to and a bank account. Say be a cosro abafo and I say eda baby eda. So at yes here. And yama bebre one ma ewu here. You bet you that science, technology. So at yes here. And yama we nipa no nim say owie school building technology, civil engineering. And yama
because who deviate summarizing your with
no what I'm trying to
say we also be to Facebook the parts of the grasshopper or alligator or and obi say when you know because kunia my head draw near lebo e wa brand no google ya what is the use of it you go snya keke
I'm only trying to add up to the Dr. Kine. I know say it's quite lengthy though, but important. I would like to address that. Home said that's not a topic we are talking about. Okay, so back to the topic now. I still hold my stance. Nipa here, we should address Nipa as being Nipa first. Yeah, addressing I say Nipa now we not issue Say maybe na ebetimi dia boa yemfa mboa no. The aspects of having an LGBTQ office, personally, I don't support it because I feel it will brood or it will create an awareness that it's not going to be good for the society or that the society or the constitution frowns upon. They have their personal choice of who they want to be or who they want to relate with. We all should respect that. And I say, because nipa say or a gay and or a lesbian or a nipa first and sana nipa no we choose to say or person yeni na anti-way yeni na ye supportable but individually obi pe kotoko obi pe has so at yes no nche say we cannot live together so they make out mass here we should not condone violence.
Mate medasi PK sta se wa medawase na me so say said there miss there misikano me feel say even at all no Ghana say yen legalizing this here and answer a constitution yentimi change ya. That is the reason why ye wo omwa omoshemra. That doesn't no the fact say no doesn't mean say you can't understand it. Now ye pray ye ho Ghana ye pray ye ho e wo nneoma bi mu e pronounce e nneoma bi so quickly dodo. Me pese me buisa se sebi enipa no whether you say your tools office in or your tool whatever they don't cease to be gay so me force sadie we ebema omo converts akonive and also omobe shia secretly kakra by the time I ni beba ya ho so say e was ade ne tackle no now it is becoming too late for Ghana to act. And this is the time where we should be able to say, yen understand you whatever it is ekoso. Sebi yen to ye boase empe information and education and anything about bibia ewo Ghana.
Obi question to you. So said you okay. I don't know also understudy the rule of law and some of BSI office now.
But is it illegal to open an office? Was it illegal to open an office?
Yeah. They also register and some of the office now.
No, it's not about.
Oh, come on. I don't know
you can't just open an office. It's all register near my legal authority.
Ghana say kasa stadi ani Ghana e be chia papa no nyina because e be be officer omote wa ye omo register
na say do you think say omoma omo ho aso na omko BSI office na
of course anything you atum no say ko register we any am legal authority asan we be office
no omatum because of all the brouhaha the Ghanaians are doing you will be surprised that they have legal documents that just omakoji office because of all the social brouhaha. It's not police for be omo fire gay. Aja to omo so akotu. And I wouldn't.
I ask you a question, Obi.
Ase me ma onkasa me show ya kasa che. yɛmfa mra wie ye me wia ye betimi akasa ewa achi azafo ya da masese mo hwe ye na mo de mo comments enso so eba ye dwumadie no aha enene ye de besi obi a wo ma comment wo ho bia no ye da se o ma comment ewo ho nyankopon enhia obia ewa ha medamase mamonko abujafo mamonko me ende